Welcome. Next stop, the Fashion Bunker. Please sit back, relax and enjoy your journey.
Hello? Welcome to the main show. Oh my God, where are we? Welcome to the Wednesday live stream. Oh my God. Is it like, what is it, Saturday or Wednesday? I don't know what day it is today, you guys. Is it like Saturday? No, it's Wednesday. We're in the middle of the week, even though, don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell. I don't know. For me, it's like the end, the beginning. The beginning is in the end. In the beginning. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, Grace Chen, Stanley, Finley, Tanya, and Rachel KNG, Melanie Rice, KPWHU, Debbie's in the house as well, Stanley, Jesus, I saw you earlier. Then who else was that? Katie, Music Girl, 07. I also saw Andrea Myers in the house. Hi, Andy. Excel Tranquility. Mashallah, Super Rich. Who made you choose that name, girl?
Hello.
Awesome intro, super intriguing. I see. There's a lot of new people in the chats. Housekeeping. Hey, Shanashi, just letting you guys know, we will be recording quite a few segments today together. This is like a recording studio, so you are my live audience, and you will be witnessing live recordings of topics that will be posted to my channel later on. Please keep the chats on topic when I announce the recording of a new segment. Mods are on you, so be welcomed, everybody, but also stay calm, cool, collected, kind to each other, and keep it classy. Hey, Teresa McGuire, how's it going, my love? Hey, Tina. Hey, Ivy. Hey, Andrea V. Hey, Smurfette. Hey, Rosanna Navarro. How's it going? Andy's going to behave? I don't know about that. Hey, Wacky Cookies. Kindness always. Hey, Nectarine Man. How's it going, everybody? Hey, Jolie's Simple Opinion. Hello. Thank you so much, Wacky Cookies. I saw this popping up right before the live stream began, so we're popping it up again.
Just
Bubbles.
say a little something towards the new computer.
Mom energy, something towards your new computer. Thank you so much, Wacky Cookies. Are you ready for the cotton candy moment? Wacky Cookies, thank you so much for the generous tip for the fashion bunker. Here goes. Are you ready, Bubbles? Oh, just the tip, honey. Just the tip. Thank you so much, sweetie. And I want to say the super chats are not working at the moment. If you do wish to tip your host, this is where it's at. It goes directly through PayPal, which is a good thing, actually, because YouTube keeps 45 to 55% of the super chats. But if you go through this, all the proceeds go straight to the Fashion Bunker Fund. So there you go. Thank you so much, Wacky Cookies. Very kind of you. Hey, Monsieur Manuel. Hey, Carla Green. Hey, Carrie Lee 501. Hey, love. Blonde and Chatty. Hi, Blonde and Chatty. Hi, everybody. Taking you with me on my run. Okay, Carrie Lee. Go jogging, but stay safe. Focus on the knees. Focus on the limbs. Or you can use, thanks Debbie, or you can use the link at the top of the chat. And don't forget, you guys, thumb up the live stream. It's the only thing we have to protect ourselves from the algorithm. Teresa McGuire, my love.
$150.
Are you ready? Terry, are you ready for the cotton candy moment? Hit it, Bubbles. Oh, this cotton candy gun, let me tell ya. Oh, the heat it brings. The heat it brings. Wacky Cookies and Teresa, thank you so much. This is a huge help. You have no clue. Because this fashion bunk at the moment is falling apart. Like, I need so many technical things at the moment. But thank you, guys. It really helps a lot. What did I want to say? We also have exciting projects coming soon. So I'm just going to drop that there. And then, everything and anything helps. But yes, new projects. Anyway, latest drop is the new merch, which I still have the one from 2021, but the limited edition new merch is here, you guys, for Halloween. The Fashion Bunker 2023 merch. Let me cue it in. We launched it last Saturday. And it's only going to be available until the 1st of November. So, 2021 was the last time we launched it. And there was this limited edition with the 2021 date on it. See, 2021. And then back in the day, back in 2021, we had the big star was the crop, which you have it here, the Hermes crop. And then we had Falling for the FOMO, we had Fear of Missing Out, we had the FOMO and Fashion Bunker. There was a lot of kind of hidden messages in here. Now we have the updated version, limited edition for 2023, which a lot of you have already gotten last Saturday. Here it is. Basically, there's an update. Now we have the Frisbee. The new skeleton Jacob is holding the Frisbee. The crop is on the side. We have a ferret in the picture. And the ring phone is in there as well, as the skeleton is talking to... Who is the skeleton talking to in this new image? I wonder if we'll ever find out. And then we have the We'll Go in there as well. So, and then there's the Live in Ferret, Die in Ferret text. There's a lot of new symbolism in the evolution of the other world of the Fashion Bunker in this, a 2023 limited edition Halloween merch. It's been selling really well. I'm actually super excited that it did way better than I expected it to do thus far. Like, really, really happy with that because you guys are the best. And like I said, Teespring that manufactures these takes a chunk of the proceeds, obviously. And then whatever's left goes to the Fashion Bunker, and all of that goes also straight into the funds of the Fashion Bunker so that we can produce more content for you guys. Now, don't forget, if you are a Tier 2 member or a Tier 2 patron, you do get a 15% coupon code so that you can get 15% off of the merch that is just dropped now, or the older merch as well that's still available. But if you are in the chats, you're a subscriber, not a member, but you're often in the chats. You're often here with us in the live streams. You do collect points. Did you know that? The longer you watch, the more points you collect. And here, Bubbles posts from time to... Bubbles is Streamlabs. Bubbles the bot. Want a merch discount, says Bubbles in the chat. A little bit, if you scroll up, you find Want a merch discount? Visit streamlabs.com/superjacob/something. There's a link there to redeem your loyalty points for merch coupon codes and also gifts that pop up during the live stream. So you do get between 5 and 10% off if you collected enough loyalty points throughout the live stream. The longer you watch, the more you comment in the live chats and the more loyalty points you gain. You can redeem those points towards rebats and reductions towards the merch. There's that. Debbie is also saying you can also check how many points you have by typing !points. !points. And then Bubbles is going to tell you, like, for example, Debbie wrote !points. And then Streamlabs answers. Debbie, you have 4,907 loyalty points. There you go. There you go. Didi, hi, hey Didi Bean, how's it going? Yes, Didi Bean, yeah, you can use points the longer you're in the chat, the more loyalty points you get. But you can also, guys, you can also play with your points. Did you know that? In the chats, you can also challenge each other, and then you can play a little game with each other, and then you can win each other's points. So you can like decide to, like a pahoka player, you could say, I want to play 100 of my points against another co-chatter. And then Bubbles draws like dice. It's like a 50-50 chance who's going to win. And whoever gets the highest win from Bubbles snatches the points away from the other person. Soriam Carillo, loyalty points just like the luxury brands. Right? Exactly, darling. Except here, they're actually good, the loyalty points. Not crappy like most other brands do. XL Tranquility wants to know, how do you know how long we watch? I know. Because this whole system, it's all automated, darling. Welcome to the digital world. I see how long you watch. I see how often you change your name, your profile name, while you're in the chats with me. So there has been instances where trolls have changed their names, and then they think that I don't know who they are. I know. I know. Big Brother is watching. You don't believe me? You don't believe that Big Brother is watching? Hey, Frozen Luxury. XL Tranquility, mashallah, super rich. Let me tell you something, Linda. Big Brother is watching. It's what? Enough said. It is Halloween after all, darling. Oh no, he pulled out one of Wendy Williams' eyes. Oh my God, Jesus, you did not just go there. You guys, we have one heck of a show. Thank you everybody for tuning in. All jokes aside, we do have one heck of a show. You've been asking me last week, please, Jacob, update us as soon as LVMH release their earnings for the third quarter of 2023. Because we were kind of speculating whether or not those earnings are going to be good or bad. Well, guess what? Shortly before the live stream began, on this, an October 11th extravaganza, LVMH dropped their earnings, and you best believe reports are in. So let's do our first segment of the day. All the new co-chatters, please keep the chats on topic. During this segment, let's hit it, Bubbles. Hi everybody, Jacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today we're going to talk about the LVMH third quarter of 2023 reports. Yes, honey, the numbers are in. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago or maybe days ago, depending when you're watching this video, we did talk about the issue with Louis Vuitton in particular, LVMH, but also all other luxury brands, how their sales are slowing down. That extreme pandemic and right after the post-pandemic period when most of luxury brands experienced a humongous increase in earnings, people were buying like there was no tomorrow. That started slowing down, and now we're at a point where as these luxury brands start showing their earning reports, especially we're talking about the brands that are on the ones that have shares and shareholders and stockholders involved, those are the brands that are reporting their earnings, meaning privately owned companies don't really have to do that, don't do that, or pay an extra fine in order not to do that. Chanel being private doesn't do that, for example. Vivienne Westwood also doesn't really do that. But LVMH, you got stocks from LVMH, they got to report to you on a quarter basis how much have they earned, profits, losses, all that good stuff. Now listen, we got news from Yahoo Finance and many other financial and fashion finance reporters have been talking about this because the news dropped today. Luxury goods giant, as the article states, LVMH's shares fall on slower sales growth. Update. Let's get to all the details together. First, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Jacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to our members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week, so come join. Come join. Hello to my co-chatters on the sidebar. Yes, Wacky Cookies. Bernard Arnault. We got issues with the dinero, darling. Daddy money bags. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. So, here's the tea, my dears. You know, we've been speculating about this. Are these luxury brands in a little bit of trouble financially? Appears like they might just be in that trouble. Yes, allegedly. So, LVMH shares fell this morning, meaning either the 10th or the 11th of October, 2023, after investors reacted to the Paris-listed luxury goods powerhouse recording slower sales. Haha! The company, listen, the company LVMH, which is behind drinks and fashion, you know, LVMH owns many companies. They also own Celine. They said in an update after the market closed that organic revenue growth in the third quarter was 9%, which was down 17. That's 17. It was down by 17% in the prior 3 months. We're not talking a delicate fall. We're talking precipitation, honey. We be precipitated. We be precipitating, honey. And it added that group revenue for the first 9 months of the year was 62.2 billion euro, which equals 53.7 billion British pounds, darling. Up from 56.5 billion. So they did earn more than last time that they were telling us how much they earned, I guess, in the last year. However, what they thought that they were going to earn went drastically down. They had to readjust their numbers. They had to readjust their prognosis, so to speak. Now, shares in the firm lost 7.23%. The firm recorded growth in all business divisions during the 9 months, excluding wine and spirits, with Hennessy Cognac impacted in the U.S. by economic environment. Americans are guzzling less. Maybe this has to do also with the fact that many states in America have very strict policies and laws on when you can buy liquor, after what time you're allowed to buy, in which shops have the permit to sell alcohol, and then, you know, after like 10 p.m. or something, depending which state you're in, you might have issues. They might not be selling it to you at all. So there's that that contributes, I think, on the American market, because in Europe, honey, in Europe, let me tell you something, Linda. Cha, I have seen stuff, okay? Very Blade Runner, IYKYK. I have seen things, okay? But in America, it's a little bit more strict. Now, the finance chief, Jean-Jacques Guinoy, the guinea pig, also pointed to the performance having a tough comparison when looking at the post-pandemic boom. He said, and we quote, "Growth is converging after 3 roaring and outstanding years towards numbers that are more in line with the historical average." Now, do you guys remember a couple of videos ago, I was talking about the terminology, the PR and marketing terminology that these brands use to define certain things that are negative for the consumer, but they want to make them sound like it's a positive thing. Like, for example, Chanel talking about price increases using lingo such as price harmonization, you know, harmonizing something as if it were good for you that they're upping their prices. So this is an interesting point here, because the key word PR-wise for the shareholders here, to kind of keep the shareholders happy, even though they haven't earned as much as the prior 3 years, the key word here is historical average. Because what Mr. Guinea Pig is telling He's not a guinea pig, but his name is Guinea. What am I supposed to do? I gotta drop a cheap joke. I'm sorry, Mr. Guinea. But anyway, call me Kreskin. So he says, growth is converging after 3 roaring and outstanding years towards numbers that are more in line with the historical average. So he's trying to tell us and the shareholders, hey, you guys, listen, this is okay, because now we're going back to the historical, beautiful growth of LVMH that was the pre-pandemic era. We had steady and sturdy growth across the boards. And then we had this amazing jump during the years of the pandemic, but now we're back to that amazing historical growth again. So yes, we are earning way less in comparison to the past 3 years, but we are completely in line with our historical growth. So everything would go. You know, he's like, yay. But could you imagine being an investor and your stock just dropped in value 17%? You know what I mean? You'll be like, yeah, honey, I don't really care about the historic growth. I care about now. Like the historic growth, that's history, honey. That's history, honey. That's yesterday. That means nothing for my money. My money is in the now, and I want to see it grow now. So your nice words about historical growth don't mean diddly squat. You know what I mean? I would see some investors and shareholders thinking that way. Interesting also to note that a couple of weeks ago, do you guys remember the news that stocks, the LVMH stocks were kind of plummeting as they were all gearing up towards this news of the latest earnings. They were just not happy with them. So apparently people started selling the stock. Well, allegedly, guess who started buying all the stock once the prices of the LVMH stock allegedly kind of dropped? Any guesses in the comment section down below? I give you 5 seconds and then I'll tell you who started buying up all the stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it was Mr. Bernard Arnault himself. He's like, okay. Interesting to note that he started buying the stock once the price of the stock started falling down. He wanted to gain even more control over his company. Also, I think investing all the billions that he already has in order to save the price range of his company. Could you imagine just buying back all your own stock? You usually do something like this. 1, to prove to the shareholders, I believe in my company. I believe in my company. You don't want the stock? I'll buy it at a cheaper price. I'll buy it, and you best believe tomorrow it's going to cost triple. So it's also a way to scare people off from selling their stock, but it is also a way to gain more control over your own company. The more stock you have, the bigger the shareholder you are. He already has the biggest stakes of his shares, but now he has even more. And this is also a way to kind of prevent a crash on the stock market when it comes to your company in particular. Very, very, very interesting what he did there. And now all of this happened right before their third quarter earnings report. So he bought the stock there, I believe, as a kind of a cushion to cushion off more drama for LVMH. Then the news hits that they have been earning less as per reported by their third quarter earnings report. Now, what's going to happen in the following days? Are people going to sell even more of their LVMH stocks? Is the price of the LVMH stock going to fall further down? Should we, the people, jump in and start buying LVMH stocks? Honey, listen. Mr. Bernard Arnault, I have the feeling that everything is becoming a little bit tinier for you. Maybe your billions are going to not be so many billions, so you're going to have a smaller bank account. Might I suggest, Mr. Bernard Arnault, a tiny keep-all to put your money in it and take it to the bank from now on? Because you'll be earning a little bit less, but that's okay. We'll go. Why don't we take the little tiny Munchkin Tallulah, Micro Speedy, and I think this is better now for the current historical growth expectations and revenue. I think this would be the proper bag for that. But Also, I've been thinking, Pharrell Williams at Louis Vuitton, how is that going to be impacting their stock sales and their shares? Will the first collection that Pharrell Williams designed for Louis Vuitton that's going to hit in a couple of months, is it going to sell? Was it a good bet that they bet on in terms of hiring Pharrell and getting him to do all the job? To do the artistic directorship of the male collection for Louis Vuitton. Is that going to impact sales as well? Is that going to impact the value of their stock and shares? That's definitely something that I'll be watching very, very closely as that collection hits stores and as that season passes, to see how much sale and revenue they manage to garner, because those prices are not cheap. Let me tell you something, Linda. So, little tiny bag as a tip for you, Mr. Bernard. Wacky Cookie says, I wonder if Pharrell's compensation is partially stock. That could be, but this is why I'm saying maybe it's about time that we, the people, instead of buying their products, their bags and baglets, how about we, the people, wake the F up and start buying their stock instead of their bags, just for a season or two, and see how well that will do for us when we start getting money from LVMH instead of giving it to LVMH. Food for thought. Food for thought. Let me know your thoughts and prayers in the comment section down below. Thumb up this video, subscribe, and until next time, never forget to never ever give up on love. Bye, loves. Bye, 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 bye. Ciao, 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 ciao. You know what I mean? Maybe it's about time. Maybe it's about time we start buying. Buy buildings, not bags, says Wacky Cookies. But Pharrell is bringing the squishy. Hey, David, yes, proportionally speaking, that mini bag is the perfect size for him. Jesus. I think you're talking about Kim Jones. Ah! Blonde and Chatty, I suppose the stock exchange affects the confidence of the investors. Oh, for sure, Blonde and Chatty, for sure. That's the whole point. That's why I believe Bernard is buying the stock that they're willing to sell at a cheaper price. Amelia Jeweler, tell us about your brooch, please. I can't take my eyes off of it. I'm looking to buy a vintage one similar to yours. This is my first time chatting. Love your vids, moi. Amelia Jeweler, I love the jeweler name, and I love Amelia as well. Welcome, sweetie. Glad you're with us for the first time and glad you're willing to chat with us. Thumb up the live stream, you guys. We got 200 people watching. We got 73 likes. Let's get to 100 likes at least before we move on with the next topic. Boy, do we got juicy topics today. So, Amelia Jeweler, let me tell you, this is a very, very fascinating brooch because... well, as you can see by the double C, it is from Chanel, but it is fascinating because it is from the Métier d'Art collection. Now, I have made a separate video just about this brooch. I made an unboxing video. The Métier d'Art collection is kind of a Chanel collection between their prêt-à-porter and their haute couture. It kind of lays in between because a lot of the stuff for the Métier d'Art collection are made by hand, but then also a lot of the things are also machine made. In order for something to be haute couture, it only has to be handmade. Now, so Métier d'Art lays somewhere in between. This brooch, as most Métier d'Art brooches that I personally collect, are made by Goussens. Now, Goussens is a brand that already worked with Coco while Coco was alive, creating costume jewelry for her. And usually Goussens steps in for the Métier d'Art collections and does a lot of beautiful costume jewelry. What Goussens does is they actually still use 24 karat gold plating on top of brass. And they are particularly famous for what is beautiful in the front is also beautiful in the back. So their costume jewelry also has attention to detail in the back. Now, I'm not going to take the brooch off because in order to align the brooch, again, it would take me a long time to position it. But I can kind of lift it upwards so that you can see it has all of these, what you see in the front, these are kind of like ribbons, like golden ribbons it's molded in that shape, by the way. These are not actual ribbons, but there's like this kind of gold thread that's running through the brooch. As you can see, like here and around the pearls. Then when you flip it, you see that those threads continue to the back, and you can see how they keep rolling through. It's like kind of the threads are molded and shaped in the back of the brooch to keep the brooch together. That's kind of the idea. So this was the Métier d'Art 2022. Métier d'Art 2022 collection. I purchased quite a few pieces from that collection. I just loved what Goussens did. I have also a cross brooch from that collection, and I have that beautiful cocoa dangling gold-plated earring from that collection. Hey, Winnie. How's it going, sweetie? Hey, Findley, love the colors, so lovely. So this one came in different colors. There was also like a black-brown version, and then there was this pink and like pastel rose and pink version. Of course, I had to go for the pink. I love my Chanel pinks. So there you go. So some boutiques might still have it. You know, yeah, you can go and ask and they might still have it. Corey K, it's an educated eye. Yeah, how do we know when looking at pre-loved websites if it's the higher end of costume jewelry? You really, I mean, we're talking, I've been into this for decades. So I know how to recognize them. Like what costume jewelry comes from what collection, who made what, and then when you know that, you know. It really takes years, though. Years of learning, going through catalogs, watching the fashion shows, watching the archived fashion shows, looking at archived photography, pictures, styling, editorials in fashion magazines. It takes a long time, but once you kind of have that basic knowledge inside of you, you become your own living vocabulary, encyclopedia of this kind of stuff, then you know. Jacob, your brooch collection puts the rest of Lux YouTube to shame. Oh, Carrie, thank you so much. Listen, and a lot of people throw shit. Hey, Corey Emerson, how's it going, my love? A lot of people are going to tell these luxury YouTubers, you know, that are going to be unboxing yet another disgusting Chanel leather bag, like the Kelly Chanel bag, and they're going to tell you, oh, I fell for it. Sure, you're going to be selling it pretty soon too, or you're going to be returning it because something's going to be wrong with it. But you're not going to tell it to your viewers, are you? You're not going to make a video about that. No, because heaven forbid you were to make a negative video about Chanel, because then you're scared you might not be getting the special pieces offered to you to buy in the future. Oh, I see what you're doing. I've always seen what you're doing. Now, also the viewers are waking up and starting to realize this as well. Good for you guys. But it's that type of luxury YouTuber that is going to tell you, oh, their brooches are bad. Oh, their costume jewelry sucks. And I can tell you this much. If you buy what those people buy, yes, it sucks. You want to buy the double C earring with the crystal studs that pop off right after you buy them? You want to buy the double C brooch with the crystal studs that, yes, those are mass produced. Goussens doesn't do those, you guys. Those basic that they release every season, brooches and earrings that everybody buys, that's where they make the big money, because those are produced like that. The quality isn't good. Those things fall apart, right? But you're that YouTuber. You're that influencer, okay? You want to have a big fat double C, and that's all you want to have. And that quality sucks, allegedly. Now, then you say to your viewers, all Chanel costume jewelry is bad. That's just simply not true. It just isn't true. Their camellias are still handmade. You want to buy a camellia with a pinned camellia, like as a brooch? They're amazing. They're amazing. Ah, I see. But the camellia is not a huge chunky double C. So you don't want to buy that, because then you can't share with your 100,000+ followers on Instagram that you can afford Chanel, because a flower doesn't show off the logo as much. So you're not going to buy the camellia. You're going to keep buying the huge chunky double C logos where all the crystals fall off. And then you're going to tell your viewers the quality is bad. Well, that's just a lie. The quality is not bad. The quality of the costume jewelry is actually quite good if you know what to buy and what to look for. And yes, this requires a lot of exercise and it requires a trained eye because you have to spend years and years understanding if it's gripois, gripois usually does poured glass. What sort of pieces would they do with the poured glass? You know, Le Marie, they would do other fabrics. If a Le Marie piece of costume jewelry is up, how is that going to look like? Goussons does a very specific particular type of metal with crystals. How does that look? The crystals are usually bigger. Look how huge this glass is. This is a big piece of glass or crystal. It's a ginormous one, okay? It's not a teeny tiny one. It makes a big difference. There's a lot to kind of note. And once you know what to look for, and usually the special heritage pieces are the ones that don't have a ginormous double C. Truth be told, I loved this brooch. I did not like the double C. I would have wished that the double C was not there at all. It's just that Chanel doesn't do costume jewelry anymore without a logo somewhere. Unless it's haute couture. Haute couture does not have a visible logo, right? But prêt-à-porter, métier d'art, now they have this shtick of always putting a logo. This would have been much more beautiful if the double C was not there, in my humble opinion, because it would be even more true to Coco. But could you imagine if this was just a pink kind of poured glass or poured resin? It would be way more beautiful in my opinion, but it is what it is. We do have the double C. However, it's a tiny one at least, and Goussons knows how to do them. So there's that. Yes, David Anderson. Lacroix did work with Gripois. Hey, Ceylon Cleo, how's it going? Can you do a video on the best costume jewelry from Chanel? A video like that would warrant really high production, and which would mean I would need to work months on that video. And my channel just doesn't get the views to warrant such insane amount of work. Like if we would be getting 200,000 views per video, yes, then I can pay a team to work on producing a video like that with me, because it takes a lot of time to make a video like that. It has to be pre-produced. But it's not a video that we can just sit together like this and give an educational tutorial about all the intricate details of Chanel costume jewelry. It's impossible. It's impossible. It would just, like, literally, you know what I mean? It's like almost like making a book. It's that type of information that you need to share with people in order to make a knowledgeable video about Chanel costume jewelry, also as a guide for you guys to know, if you want the good quality stuff, go in that direction rather than in that direction. It's a lot of work. It's possible doing it, but we just don't have the finances right now to be able to deliver that. And Debbie, if you see it in person, you can tell the special pieces. You really can. You really can. Hey, Nancy Carnas, how's it going, sweetie? Hey, Don Donuts. Hey, D. Higginbotham. How's it going, everybody? Everybody who's just joining now. Hey, Val, how's it going? Thumb up the live stream, you guys, if you just joined now. Don Donuts, Jacob, I'm excited. I'm going to my first Chanel boutique. Oh, Don Donuts. I'm wishing you a fabulous time. Have a lot of fun. Take it chill, you know, hopefully you're going to get some great sales associate. But even if the sales associate is not the best, whatever, don't get angry with them. They're under a lot of pressure at the moment. How fancy, you're drinking out of a plastic bottle. I know, don't judge me. Well, judge me, you do anyway. So, hey Kev, let's get to 200,000 so we can get this video from Jacob. I mean, could you imagine? It would be amazing. Amazing. I would love to make videos like that, you know, like Mr. Beast quality, you know, where we're talking about like having like 30 people working on the team around the clock producing videos. Oh, that would be a dream come true. I just can't afford it. I just can't afford it. Maybe we should do a, I don't know what that is. All right. Okay. So anyway, Kev had a great idea for, Kev, I'm going to share your idea with everybody and then let's brainstorm together quickly because Kev sent me a design for an emoji. And yes, we still have some emojis like that are filler spaces because we got a lot of new members. So we were thinking about, Kev was like, well, how about we do Quinn? And I really like the idea, but I think with the crown, we have to, because the emojis posted the we'll go emoji, and then Tanya, hi Tanya Brosnan, Tanya just posted the psychedelic pumpkin. Those are all exclusive emojis to all my members, right? Now, as you can see, we'll go is 4 letters, and it's WU on top of GO. That's what's visible, but anything smaller becomes invisible. So Kev had the idea of putting a crown. Sorry, I have green screen on, so it's kind of really silly. You can't really see anything, but there you go. Crown and then Quinn. Quinn, spelled like this. And I think it's really a cute idea. We can definitely do Quinn, but then I guess we got to do KW on top, IN on the bottom, but then I don't know how to do the crown, you guys, because the crown, when it turns really tiny, it might become invisible. Come on, Quinn. Okay, Quinn. Yeah, Vel. Vel only talks to us in Quinn form. Vel posted 3 chats. One was, hi, Quinns. Second one was, okay, Quinn. And the third one was, come on, Quinn. Sorry, Jacob, I'm poor this month. Didn't make the members cut. Oh, Didi, don't you worry about it. No. Don't worry about it at all. So we do, but Didi, we still have a slot for the, we have enough members to actually make the new emoji. So that's all good. Don't worry. Hey, Jacob, love bug. Hey, how's it going, Nino? Nino Serafano. So happy I was able to catch the live. Hope you're doing great, sweet. Thank you, my love. Hope you're doing well, too. I'm doing great. Wacky Cookies just gifted 10 Super Jacob memberships. Hit it, Bubbles. Corey Emerson was gifted a membership by Wacky Cookies. Oshi D was gifted a membership by Wacky Cookies. Kuro was gifted a membership by Wacky Cookies. No, not Tanya. Wait, who was that? Claudia von B was gifted a membership by Wacky Cookies. Alex Loves Me was gifted a membership by Wacky Cookies. Natalie Gauthier was gifted a membership by Wacky Cookies. Just Joe was gifted a membership by Wacky Cookies. Marina was gifted a membership by Wacky Cookies. ESD was gifted a membership by Wacky Cookies. Lux84 was gifted a membership by Wacky Cookies. Bam. We'll go. Oh, and Teresa McGuire just gifted 5 Super Deco memberships. Thank you so much, Teresa. Nino Serafano was gifted a membership by Teresa McGuire. DD Bean, problem solved, was just gifted a membership by Teresa McGuire. Luna Marinelli was gifted a membership by Teresa McGuire. Yolanda was gifted a membership by Teresa McGuire. Natasha Filipovich was gifted a membership by Teresa McGuire. And welcome. Oh, D. Higginbotham just gifted 5 Super Deco memberships. Tarima Caruso was gifted a membership by D. Higginbotham. David, wait. Lucky Dog Inc. was gifted a membership by D. Higginbotham. Darlene Moore was gifted a membership by D. Higginbotham. Darla Villani was gifted a membership by D. Higginbotham. SL Chan was gifted a membership by D. Higginbotham. Yay! We did it, you guys! We did it, so! The all-seeing membership eye. It has seen it all, darling. It has seen it all, darling. Look at all the goes. Live it, ferret. Live and ferret. Thumb up the live stream, says Jizzes. Emojis, eggplants, aubergines, and all. The lives are cha. Eggplant up the live stream. Woohoo! Good time to get here. Hello, everyone. Hi, Pal. Well, this was that time of the live stream where we got a ton of new members. Welcome to all 20 new Tier 1 members. You have been gifted randomly. You have won the gifting suite of memberships by these wonderful 3 donors, darling. So we got Wacky Cookies, Teresa McGuire, and Dee Higginbotham, who have just gifted a total of 20 Tier 1 memberships. You basically have won a 1-month free Tier 1 membership to the Fashion Bunker. Enjoy. You get to use all the emojis, and every first Saturday of the month, you also get to join the exclusive live pre-show on the first Saturday of the month, which is 2 to 3 hours long. Our last Saturday was the Tier 1. Or was it the Saturday before that? No, I think it was last Saturday, was the first Saturday of October. We had a 3-hour live stream for Tier 1 and Tier 2 members. Pre-show, before the main show. Didi Bean, you got that, we'll go. Corey K says, Jacob, how long did it take to blow up that eye? I kid you not, you guys. This is a really good question. Because I was warned by people who care for me, because I didn't have an electric pump. So I did this on my own, honey. I know how to blow. Wah, 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 wah. So I blew this eyeball. Professional blow, and of course Zane jumps in when and there you. I am a professional blower, Zane. Hi. I blew up this eyeball on my own. It took me maybe half an hour. I took breaks, okay? I took breaks because this thing is ginormous, okay? Look how huge this thing is. Wow. So, and I did get dizzy. You know, you're blowing, then you're like, whoo, I'm dizzy. And then I put the eyeball down, and then I pick it up a little, like 5 minutes later, I pick it up again, and then I keep blowing. Oh, Winnie. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Winnie's like, I blew and blew too, honey. Yes. Oh, no, you didn't say that. Yes, I did, Ceylon, and I stick to it. And I stick to it. She popped a lung. Oh, yes, honey. Thumb up the live stream for this trooper. Yes, Jizzes, she did pop a lung. Let me tell you, there's an entire lung inside of this eyeball. Listen, it cannot get more Halloween than this, okay? We literally popped a lung. I have one lung left. The other lung is in here. How fabulous and how dirty. Rachel, that is true. Jacob, they make toys that will blow for you. I am particularly surprised that of all people, you would know. Do tell Rachel, what sort of toy assortment are you hiding in your closet? Oh, is it me or is it getting hot in here? Teresa McGuire, that reminds me about the old Visine ads with the big red eye. We love ourselves a good Visine drop. Hashtag not sponsored. Kev says, I'd max out at 5 minutes. Oh, Kev. But those would be some really good 5 minutes. Finley says, I still think that eye would make a great spinning disco eyeball. Well, it actually kind of is. It's for Halloween, technically. It does have this little... You see this, guys? So let me flip it. So you're supposed to hang it on a patio porch or like on the ceiling. But I just kind of like to have it... I just like to have it kind of just staying on a bed or somewhere. I love how huge it is. So, but yes, technically it could be like a disco ball. She gave that eye CPR. You best believe she did. Hella Barbara Rank. Kev, 5 minutes of fame, darling. Closets with an S. We'll go. Jacob, there were a couple people asking how to become a member. Oh, Rachel. How elegantly changing the topic. So you can become a member by pushing the join button next to the subscription button. But also, I think depending on which layout of YouTube you have, if you're like from an Apple device or some other device, the join link is either at the bottom of the chats, on top of the chats. It can also be underneath the monitor, like underneath this video. There could be like a join button as well to push. So it depends on if you're doing it from a computer, from a tablet, from a smartphone. The buttons kind of are always in different positions. Oh, Winnie B. Oh, give me all that pepper. All that pepper. When they were talking about Mr. Big, and then Carrie's like, and they're like, how big is he? And then the waiter comes with a huge pepper distributor, like that big. And he's like, would you like some pepper? And Samantha's like, oh, I would like some pepper. I would like all the pepper. Streamlabs, there you go. Rachel, Bubbles just posted the link. Rachel KNG, you can become a member here. Bubbles from time to time also posts a link in the chats that you can click on. If you click on that link, it will take you to the membership page where you can become a member. Thank you for asking. Thumb up the live stream. Where did I get the eyeball from? I've been all over the place lately. Possibly Walmart. Not sure though. I think Walmart. I think it was because it was like way under. It was like $8 or $9. It was a good price for a huge blow up toy, Anyway, Samantha is iconic. I agree with you. So no, I think it was Walmart, y'all. Not Spirit. No, not Spirit. Not Spirit. Mm-mm. So anyway, but then like you either have the pump or you kind of you exercise your lungs a little bit and you do it yourself, which, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I kind of felt good afterwards. I was a little bit dizzy, but then I kind of sat down for a bit, watched Elvira's Haunted Hills, and then I perked up right after that. Yes, yesterday that was my Halloween watch of the day. I watched Elvira's Haunted Hills, and that is not Mistress of the Dark. That was her second movie that she owns full rights to, by the way. You know what I mean? So it doesn't even fall under the strike stuff, because that was all, like, she literally worked on a budget, honey. They shot in, we're talking early 2000s. She shot that movie in Romania on a dime, okay? And the movie received terrible criticisms. I love it. I just love watching Elvira's Haunted Hills. And it is a reference to her boobage, but she's just amazing. And by the way, she's just releasing, hashtag not sponsored, I wish though, she's just releasing with Dolls Kill a collection, I think in a couple of days. It's the Elvira Dolls Kill collection. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at it right now. On their website, you can see all the stuff that's coming out. It looks amazing. Is it all for chicks though? I wish, well, there's some oversized, oh my gosh, I break for no one. They have a bag. Shut up. Oh my gosh, shut up. They have the punk gonk crossbody. Oh, let me take a screenshot. Wait, I got to show this to you guys. And the slippers, let me show you. Okay, and then open. Okay, just shut up and take my money. Okay, first of all, from the first movie, they have the gonk bag. And again, apologies for the green screen. This is just not working with the green screen. But look at the gonk bag. Then the gonk slippers. No, it's not too low. The higher it goes, the more transparent it becomes. It's ridiculous. This is the highest, okay? So it has nothing to do with that. So anyway, these are the slippers. But you can't see shit because of this stupid setting here in this room. And then look at this gorgeous thing. The Macabre Charms coffin case. Okay, now the green screen is off, bitches. Look at this. I need this. And wait till you see the inside. Ah! Can we talk? Can we talk about the interior? Like, can we just talk about the interior for a minute? The gonk bag. Jeremy Scott, eat your heart out, baby. Eat your heart out. And the slippers? The slippers. Andy, you got to get these slippers, but then your poodles might eat them up. Anyway, okay, let's turn off the green screen. So, Teresa McGuire, I watched Halloween 1978 yesterday, and I have a 75-inch TV. My cat was laying in front of the TV watching and jumped sky high during the scene where Michael jumps out of the pantry cabinet and kills Bob. Oh, the Bob scene. Don't you just love that scene? Bob the friendly ghost. Love me some Halloween 1978. So I will be trying to snatch up a couple of pieces from the Elvira for Doll Skill collection. Are you? Let a girl know. Speaking of Halloween, I've been talking about this right before we began the live stream. The chats were all titillating about the Boo bucket bags. The Boo, not bags, you see, here you go. My bag addiction shines through. The Boo buckets at McDonald's are coming on October 17th. And I think Finley was like, am I the only one who's excited about this? No, Finley, I'm super excited about this. I cannot wait. I hope I manage to score all the Boo buckets. And I hope that this year that the Boo buckets actually have a lid. Ah, David. Thank you so much, my love, for purchasing the Halloween limited edition pouch. Super excited for the Boo buckets. I hope they're going to have real lids. I have my teeny tiny buckets that I adore, my pumpkin pails. These are super cute. By the way, Winnie, are you ready to see something? Here's a reveal for you guys. You have only seen him in the pre-show, but now it's officially Halloween season. So you get to see Chucky with the long hair. He has the long hair. I have to cut his hair. I actually like his hair long. I have dressed him up like a little pumpkin. I took his regular clothes off and I dressed him because it's Halloween. So I want Chucky to be dressed as a little pumpkin. And also he has the glow-in-the-dark skeleton overalls underneath. So he has a skeleton onesie and then he has a little pumpkin. You're so chubby. You're so cute and chubby. Such a killer. Hold on, there you go. He does have a little green collar, but I flipped the green inside because of the green screen, so you don't get to, you don't get to, you know, have the transparent Chucky. So this is Chucky. He's the love of my life. I adore him. He's super cute, and he's like, look how cute he is in this little outfit, little pumpkin outfit. Look at him with this hair and all. Chubby little creature. So cute. We kept his sneakers on, of course, but he's such a rascal. Baby Yoda somewhere going, yeah, right. Oh, Baby Yoda, listen. Baby Yoda and Chucky are the best of friends. Girl, that's chunky, says Jesus. No, well, actually, you guys, the pumpkin is stuffed. It has like a squishy, stuffy thing, so it's kind of rounded. So when the baby, and yes, this is an outfit for a toddler. So when the baby wears the pumpkin outfit, it's all kind of like round like a pumpkin. It's not that Chucky, you know what I mean? This is the stuffing of the outfit. So chunky. They're calling you chunky. What are you going to do to them? He looks like an angel. Well, he is the good guy doll. We still don't know if he's possessed or not. Is that a preview of Jacob's costume this year? I might be dressed up as Chucky. Could you imagine? Who knows? Baby Yoda is going to be jealous. Nah, Baby Yoda is fine. He looks like an angel. Back, phone call. I am like, sister, I listening to a live. Let me call you back. I hate Jack's bag attack. Oh, God, it's too hot. I need air conditioning. That costume is everything. He's going, where's my knife? Chucky has never looked better, right? You look so cute. They love you. Also with the lesser hair. I actually really like this hair. They kind of put this wig on him because they said to save kind of money so that he can cost a little bit less. But I like this realistic hair on him. I'm fine with him not having the huge wig. Frozen Luxury just bought the Gonk crossbody bag. It's adorable, Saya. Congratulations for getting one. I love this hair on him. You look super cute, Chucky. And look how long it is in the back. Man, you're such a dude. You're such a dude with your little wiglet. You're such a vibe. Quinn. You're such a Quinn. All right, let's keep going with the topics. Ice Storm says you would make a great father. Well, I love kids. I think kids are adorable, really. But alas, at the moment, we got none. So let me retouch the makeup and then let's do the next topic. Speaking of, you know, because there's a lot to talk about. Even this Elvira topic was something I wanted to talk about. But then, you know, on my channel, it's not like people click on Elvira stuff. Although I would love to make videos about her. Maybe I'm totally Jacob. I don't know. But you guys, Elvira, I was like thinking to myself watching Elvira's Haunted Hills. I was like, well, is she like still working? Because she might be in her 70s now. So apparently she's going to be in Burbank, LA for Monster Something Palooza, signing autographs. And not dressed as Elvira, though. She's going to come as Cassandra Peterson. And the real funny thing, she's asking more money than anybody else. She's asking $100 for a photo op with her, not in costume. And here's the kicker. Apparently, she's going to be behind a plexiglass wall because she's scared of getting sick. So let's envision this together. You're paying $100, and then Cassandra Peterson, not Elvira, is standing behind a plexiglass wall like Hannibal the Cannibal, and you don't really get to interact with her. I guess you stand in front of the plexiglass wall and she's behind it, and you take a picture together. Yeah, I love you, Cassandra, but like, girl... Like, oh, that would be a kind of a cool idea, Smurfette. Plexiglass coffin. At least it would be kind of funny. Oh, Dee, you bought the coffin case? Gee, could you imagine, guys, if I had an affiliate's link to that collection, I would have made a pretty penny. Because you already bought 2 things because I told you about it. I am the OG influencer and earning 0 money on it. So sad. So sad. So, I don't know, Cassandra, I love you to bits, but like you behind a plexiglass wall, $100, I don't know. Let's see how it looks like, because they've announced it, that it's going to be behind a plexiglass wall. Like, are they going to make it look like a coffin, like Smurfette said? I don't know. David, I've been thinking that too. Maybe she has an autoimmune disorder or something. Maybe. I've been thinking, you know, maybe she's really scared for a good reason. Anyway, what's the next topic I wanted to do with you guys? Hold on. Let me pick one out of my assortment. Okay, let's do a little Chanel moment. Let's do a little Chanel moment. Very interesting.
Chanel!
Okay. Cha. All right. Hi everybody, Jacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Boy, have I got news for you. Chanel, breaking news. I have figured something out. Chanel. We all like Chanel. Listen, did you notice? It happened to me. It happened to some of you as well. I know. I've been watching. That on Instagram, when you post a photo of something from Chanel and then you write in the caption, I just love my Chanel color codes collection. And then you put hashtag Chanel. Have you noticed what happens for the most of you when you do that? Within seconds, Instagram takes down your photo, takes down your post, and says the post has been taken down due to copyright infringement. you've gone against community guidelines. You know, strike 3 and you're out. We delete your channel. And you go, what's going on? Why did this happen? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not a reseller. Why are they taking down my stuff? They've deleted my entire Chanel Instagram fan account that was private. Not even public. I had a private account where I was posting pictures of my collection. Just talking to you guys, hey, I love this piece for this reason. I love this brooch for that reason. 3 strikes and you're out. So I started a new account. I learned my lesson. I realized what the loopholes were in order to not get flagged. And then I also realized what is really happening. And we're going to talk about it in this video. But first, subscribe to my channel. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Deco all spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week, and you're all welcome to join the live chats. Hi to my co-chatters. Listen to me and listen good. I have found kind of the proof. Now, although I gotta say, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. But it is in my opinion that if you do the following, you will not get in trouble with Instagram. Now, I believe that you should not ever in your captions spell out the word Chanel. What I do instead, I just spell CC, just 2 C's. And if they catch on to that, then I'll stop doing the 2 C's and I'll just spell out double C. I'll do DOUBLE capital C. Like, there's always ways. We'll always find a way to avoid this issue. Whenever you actually spell out Chanel in the captions, but especially when you put the hashtag Chanel on your post, forget it. 9 times out of 10, they're going to take it down, honey. They're going to take it down and you're going to get a strike. 3 of those strikes and they will cancel your entire account. It has happened to the best of us. It has also happened to the worst of us. Now, here's something that I've noticed, and this is the shocking news that I'm going to share with you today. So, here I is, strolling through Instagram, trying to figure out, is this really true? Is Chanel in cahoots with Instagram? Because, I mean, they're sponsors on Instagram. They're paying Instagram to promote their stuff, right? You know, they have a huge account. Millions of people follow Chanel Beauty and Chanel Fashion on Instagram. They tried a couple of years ago to also get the Chanel account, which is owned by a lady that lives in Canada whose name is Chanel. There was a huge dispute back in the day when Chanel was snobbing Instagram because Instagram wasn't big enough. This lady from Canada, whose name is Chanel, she took the Chanel account name. So she has the Chanel. If you go on Instagram and you check, you just look for Chanel, you're going to find this lady in Canada. And Chanel tried to snatch that from her. Oh, you best believe when Chanel realized that Instagram was big enough, they're like, hold on a minute. Let's bully this woman into getting her name, allegedly. She then had to fight, and fight she did to keep her name. And Instagram allowed her, rare instance of a multi-billion corporation allowing the little person to actually win for once. She had a solid case. That's her surname. Her surname is Chanel. She got to keep the Instagram account Chanel, and the brand Chanel, well, they got served a bunch of lemons. And did they make lemonade? They started plotting a vengeful game, allegedly. So what they did was they got their account named Chanel Fashion, or Chanel, let me check. They have one called Chanel Beauty. I know that's one of their Chanel accounts. Let me see. When I go to Chanel, I find Chanel Beauty and Chanel Official. Yeah. So they have Chanel.Beauty with 6 million followers. And then they have Chanel Official, all spelled together, Loserville. Just like me, I lost my Super Deco account for the same reason. And now I have a Super Deco backup account on Instagram. You could just not trust Instagram. They're so shady. I really don't like them. And now they have Chanel Official all spelled together with 58.9 million followers. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I imagine Chanel having a team board meeting with the people at Meta/Instagram saying, we want to fight counterfeits. We want to fight those people that sell dupes online through Instagram. And so let's make the bot, I'm just speculating here, the Instagram bot, the police bot on Instagram, let's make it highly susceptible and reactive and aggressive to whoever uses the hashtag Chanel or the word spelled out Chanel, but mostly the hashtag Chanel. That's where most people get F-U-C-K-mead. If you C-K mead, Amy, oh Amy, if you C-K me, And most people get if you C-K mead if they use that hashtag because it's very volatile. Now, I've tested it out. When I use the Louis Vuitton hashtag, it's not that crazy. Hermes, not that crazy. They let you use that hashtag. They let you spell out the words. It's only with Chanel that they flag you. No matter what sort of post you're making. I'm not talking about they flag you if you try to sell some sketchy, shady stuff. No. We're talking, I take a picture of my own brooch that I bought in the Chanel boutique, and I make a nice little setup for it, and I just love the brooch, and I photograph it, and I say, look how beautiful, I love my brooch. It's an authentic brooch bought at Chanel. I'm not selling, they're still flagging it, taking down the post. So I thought to myself, how can we prove that this is happening? Is there a way that Chanel can get access from Instagram to post the hashtag Chanel, but only they are allowed to do it and they don't get flagged, but nobody else is allowed to do it without getting flagged? Well, here's the kicker, you guys. I was shook when I found this out. Shook. Thumb up this video if you're liking it thus far. I'm giving you tips. If you want to keep posting your little, let me show off how much money I have. Let me show off of me wearing Chanel Coco Crush rings with diamonds while I'm at the steering wheel of my Bugatti with a Birkin. You know who you are. All you shady bitches out there who want to show. Please. Come on. Anyway, you're welcome. Okay? I'm giving you a tip here how to not get your ratchet Instagram accounts deleted. Heaven Blake says, I can't stand those gals. I know. Oh. But they can stand the silicone. Anyway, allegedly. So anyway, rein it back in, rein it back in, rein it back in. I go to the Chanel Instagram account. Not the lady from Canada, mind you. I go to the Chanel official Insta account, and I go to the Chanel.beauty Insta account. And I start investigating. And I start scrolling through all of their posts. And I start looking for the hashtag Chanel. And I look, and I scroll, and I scroll, and I go back. Hundreds of posts. I'm scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. And guess what, you guys? On the official Chanel Instagram accounts, not one single hashtag Chanel to be found. Not one. They do like Chanel fashion, like Chanel Summer 24, all spelled together. You know, like they put Chanel, they spell out Chanel, but in a combination of more words. You know, there's no hashtag Chanel. None. They do not use it. Even they do not use it. You want to bet that their own posts got flagged by the bot? Wouldn't that be the joke? Wouldn't that be, they made them so susceptible, these bots, to hashtag Chanel, that even Chanel cannot use hashtag Chanel anymore because their own posts would get flagged. This is just my suspicion. I'm just speculating here. Allegedly, everything. But why, Chanel, are you not using the Chanel hashtag. Not once. There must be a reason for that. The irony. The irony. They are using other hashtags. They're using like hashtag like Chanel lipstick all spelled together. But that's not Chanel. That's a different word. The bot doesn't see it. You know what I mean? The bot sees it as Chanel lipstick or Chanel 31 Rue Cambon or Chanel Fashion 2024, you know? But standalone hashtag Chanel, no. Even Chanel is not using it. And if that's not a lesson for you, I don't know what is. Oh, Hella Barbara Rank says something very, very interesting in the chats. Hella Barbara Rank says, Jacob, Chanel curates all the tags. You will actually see that all hashtags related to Chanel, says Hella Barbara Rank, so don't shoot me, I'm just a messenger, promote and support content of white women versus everyone else, allegedly. DL Pike says, that's what I thought, Hella Barbara Rank. Wacky Cookies now says, Hella Barbara Rank, seriously? OMG. Heaven Blakes also comments, oh. Well, if you do a little research on Instagram and you do look for Chanel hashtag, the stuff that is not deleted, in fact, mostly white ladies, rich, and for the most part skinny. Let that sink in, allegedly. But Chanel, this is a dirty game if it's a game you're playing. Nat says the bots are vicious. Let that sink in, you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let's end this video on a 13-minute note, the lucky number 13. Let's see where this one goes. Thumb it up, share it, and let me know your thoughts down below. Love you loads. Subscribe. Bye. Mwah. Corey says, white ladies who lunch. It's hard to love a house that doesn't love its customers. Well, we love Coco, though, which is much different. And still to this day, I get people commenting on my videos saying, but did you know that Coco was collaborating with Germans? She was not. We have proof that she was not. All debunked. Stop being lemmings. Check out my video on the top 5 books to read on Coco Chanel. You get all the proof there. Thank you. Closing chapter on that. And I keep repeating it at least once a week to some person who tells me, Jacob, I love your content, but you're so wrong about Coco because she was collaborating with the Germans. Debunked. So when the original designer dies, houses just become vultures capitalizing on the name. Most of the times, yes. Thank you for becoming a member, Maisha. Thank you, my love. So that was an interesting topic because it kind of shows us if you do love your Chanel pieces and you want to wear them, you can. Just don't spell out their name. Don't use their hashtag, period. Oh, thank you for becoming a patron. Thank you for becoming a patron, not a member. Zane, I actually did a mini documentary about Coco, 2-episode chapter dedicated, but I had to do it only exclusive to tier 2 patrons and members several years ago because a lot of the content was, you can't show it on YouTube. You know, the video would get banned. So that's why it was made there. But I did. It's a 2-part video dedicated to proving Coco's innocence. It's there. It's there. For all my tier 2 members and tier 2 patrons, you get to see it if you want. It's archived on my channel. But it's very, a lot of the content that's in those 2 videos would not fly on YouTube. It just wouldn't. So, just letting you guys know. But it's not that I'm just like saying, oh, whatever. No. The content is there. Proving her innocence is there. But also, just read those books. And the revelation, you're going to get shocked when you listen to those 2 videos because I think people who thought that she was guilty and then watch those videos, I think they feel really bad after that. After they find out the truth and what really happened to her. I think those people, like, you know, you swallowed the brick you wanted to throw at her. You end up swallowing that brick because what they did to her was really, really preposterous and not cool at all. You know? Yeah. Jaws dropped. They did. They did. When I was reading those books as well, I was it was just so sad, heartbreaking, and that the world still today thinks so much shit about her, you know? It's really, really sad. Anyway, just letting you guys know, the lady was not guilty of collaborating with the Germans. Period. Now, let's stick to fashion for a while. My all-seeing eye, by the way, whoever's joining the live stream just now, don't forget to thumb it up. Thank you so much. Thumbing it up really helps a lot, the algorithm. And also, don't forget to, you know, tip your host if you want to, right over there. Just a tip, just a tip. And get the new limited edition Halloween merch at www.superdacob.com. Tier 2 members and patrons get a 15% coupon code. Check out that as well. But you can also get the merch from Amazon. You can't use the coupon code there, but if you are Prime members, you can get free shipping. My all-seeing eye has done some more research, and we have gone deeper into the Halloween specter of it all. And guess what, you guys? I have some news on Alessandro Michele. Yeah, you remember? Let's talk about him. Let's talk about Alessandro Michele. Hi everybody, Jacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. It's been a minute since we've spoken about Gucci and Alessandro Michele, or like a lot of you like to call him, Alessandro Michele, or Michele. Alessandro Michele. Well, hate to break it to you, his name is Alessandro Michele. So, moving on. What's he gonna do now that Gucci kind of gave him the boot, allegedly? We still officially don't know if he left, if they kicked him out, if it was kind of a reciprocal decision of both of them. But doesn't matter. Fact is, he left, and we don't know where he's going next. Well, I have news for you. Seems that that mystery has been solved. First, subscribe to my channel here on the tubes. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, Superdacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. Hi to my co-chatters. Also, push that notification bell, you guys. It does help a lot to get notified whenever I live stream as well. So, Alessandro Michele, or Michele. Alexander Michele. Do you remember Carrie Bradshaw back in the day when she met the Russian, as she called him? And he's like, learn how to say my name. Because she's like, Alexander. And he's like, no, it's Alexander. She's like, Alexander. He's like, no, say Alec. She's like, Alec. He's like, Alec. She's like, Alec. He's like, just call me Bob. Well, that's what we got our little dumb, yes, Debbie. Yum, 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 Mr. Baryshnikov, the ballet dancer. Alexander Petrovsky. So, Alessandro Michele is rumored now, and this is so interesting because these articles that talk about where he's going next are usually behind paywalls. So, we're not going to read them, obviously, but you don't have to pay them because I'll tell you what they say through my own words. You're welcome. Ratchet bottle here that I do recycle, by the way. Yes, how non-elegant of me. Listen. Thumb up this video. Rumors have it and subscribe, that in the inner circles that are in touch with none other than Mr. Peanut Man, IYKYK, Kim Jones, who's at Dior and Fendi, seems as though everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truth or facts. Everything is a legend. That he is already at Dior and Fendi behind the scenes. I guess the Kim Jones team is not so loyal to Kim Jones after all, if they're spilling the tea, honey. Oh, those Dior girls. Oh, those Dior girls. Oh, those Fendi girls. Oh, they be gossiping, honey. And let me tell you one thing. If I know one thing about the fashion world, it's no information is safe. No information is safe. Nothing. Nisba. Nada. Niente. You say something, you burp something, you belch, the world will know. There's no, let me go to the bathroom and flush while I'm farting. They're gonna know. And they're gonna tell everybody else. So the girls have been talking that allegedly Alessandro Michele is going to be announced by the end of 2023. We're talking holiday season announcement. Word has it he will be announced as entering Fendi / and or Dior. Now, here's my question. The article talks about the fact that, Alessandro Michele at Gucci was doing men and women. He would not want to do only men or only women. He would want them to give him directorship of the entire brand. But times are shifting. Times are changing. Apparently, it seems as though many of these high-end luxury brands are separating the artistic directorship according to gender, meaning they give one person the control over the male collection, and then they give another artistic director control over the female collection. And we've seen it already happening. Louis Vuitton, for example, we have, what's his face? We got Pharrell doing men at the moment, and we got the other dude, Nicolas Ghesquière, doing women. At Dior, same situation. Coincidentally, Dior is also LVMH. We got Maria Grazia Chiuri, doing women, doing. And then we got Peanut Man doing men. Isn't that fascinating? So apparently LVMH is understanding or telling the world, hey, we got a big difference here. The female customers need a completely different approach than the male customers. And I kind of agree with that. But I don't agree that these brands might consider these designers not capable of understanding the needs of both male and female clients. So I don't think that, for example, Nicolas Ghesquière is not capable of designing for men and women. Of course he is. And I'm sure that Nicolas Ghesquière can also understand the needs of the male clientele of Louis Vuitton as opposed to the needs of the female clientele. And yet, Louis Vuitton or LVMH, maybe because they can afford it, they can afford to pay two instead of just one, they hire one for women, one for men. But if Alessandro Michele is entering now into LVMH and he's going to do Fendi and or Dior, then where does this leave Kim Jones? Now, here's a theory I've had. I personally am not a fan of Daniel Lee at Burberry. I think he's doing a terrible job. Okay, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think? And I know this is like a tangent we're going on here, and you might be like, wait, what does Daniel Lee have to do with anything? Hear me out. We're going to get to the point. But just let me know your thoughts about Daniel Lee at Burberry, like his first collection, like his first bags. Oh my God, I find them atrocious. But anyway, I think Daniel Lee is completely wrong for Burberry. But I think Kim Jones would be good for Burberry. A Brit for a Brit. Right? In a way. Is he British? I think he is. I don't know. Anyway, I think Kim Jones should go to Burberry. I think Alessandro Michele should do Fendi men and women, because apparently they want to give Alessandro Michele women at Fendi, or men, I don't know. But I would see Kim Jones at Burberry. I would see Alessandro Michele at Fendi. And I would personally, I know Hedi Slimane is having fun at Celine, but I would totally want Hedi Slimane back at Dior. Hear me out. Hedi Slimane for Dior. We're doing the musical chairs with all of these lemmings, whatever. That's what it is. That's what we're stuck with in the fashion world. They're not going to allow anybody new to work. They're always going to give these same people jobs. It's annoying, it's boring, but it is what it is. Hedi back at Dior, it's still LVMH. Kim at Burberry, Michele at Fendi, Phoebe at Celine, and then we're stuck with Daniel Lee. And Daniel Lee can go work at McDonald's. I don't know. You know, that's that. That's that. Corey Emerson in the chat says, I loathe Lee at Burberry. They are a heritage brand, a classic British brand. Let it be British. There you go, Corey. Bringing back Hedi to Dior would be genius, says Hella Barbara Rank. Thank you. Just saying, just saying. Just saying. Brandon says, hi, Jacob, sorry. Oh, you've sent me some pictures. All right, well, way out of context. Stick to the topic, please, guys. I'm enjoying the new Burberry, says Zane. Oh, will you be buying any bags? Did you buy any bags from the new Burberry? Did you buy their scarves? Did you buy their sweaters, pants, trenches, gloves? Did you buy any of that? Because if you haven't purchased any of it, but you're just enjoying the pictures, that doesn't count, because Burberry needs to see numbers. They need to see money. And if people are not buying, like, we can sit here and say, oh, some of the pictures are cute. You know what I mean? Some of the pictures, oh, is this nice? This looks interesting. But if we're not actually spending the dinero, they don't care about us thinking, you know what I mean? Because I believe, especially now that Daniel Lee's new at Burberry, they're going to want to see numbers, and they're going to want to see numbers fast. And if they don't see sales at Burberry, he's gone. I don't know how long his contract is, but he's gone. Unsolicited Opinions by Yella says, Jacob, the latest Burberry FS was a poor showing. Eesh. Well, anyway, let me know your thoughts and prayers down below. When it comes to Alessandro Michele, do you think that it's a good idea that he does Fendi and or Dior? Or do you think that Alessandro Michele should just stick to maybe founding his own brand instead of being employed by other big brands to work for them? What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below. Or do we just ditch the new Gucci and kind of beg him to come back to Gucci again, which is never going to happen, because you know how Gucci is. They're done with that chapter. They want something new. Let me know down below. Subscribe, thumb up the video. Love you loads. Until next time, never give up on love. Bye. Mwah. Okay, now back to Brandon just for a second. You know you're not anonymous when you're in the chats, right? Because you asked to be anonymous. you know what I mean? You asked me to be anonymous, and I just be careful, Brendan, because it was per your request. So I'm just saying, careful, because the chats are public. I want you to be safe. I'm saying this for you, not for me. Kev says, I doubt he will evolve his aesthetics, so I'm not excited to see him anywhere. Kev, I agree with you. I just didn't want to be that. I didn't want to be that bitch in the video, so I didn't want to say it. But thank you for being it for me. Okay, Brandon says, yeah, it's fine. All right, sweetie. Wacky Cookie says, I'm with Kev. Mark Jacobs from Miu Miu says, hello, Barbara Rank. Motion Engine, even though Alessandro wasn't my cup of tea, I've come to respect his aesthetic. I think it would be fab to see him do Fendi or Dior. Those brands need a point of view. Which, you know what? You're kind of right about that. They do need a point of view. Fendi has been kind of lost to me for a while. No unsolicited opinions. Mark Jacobs is not back at LV. Or unless you know something I don't know. I don't know. Oh, definitely better than Maria Grazia Curie, in my opinion, for sure. I think he would do much better than her, but I think she sells because she does boring, basic stuff, you know. Burberry's nice for perfume and outerwear. They should concentrate on that. Yeah, outerwear and like just the heritage stuff, their trench coats, you know, their tartans. The classic stuff, you know, don't experiment too much with Burberry. Burberry should stay classic. I believe that's kind of that's what they should be doing. Oh, Kev. Oh, Marc Jacobs definitely wants the Chanel job. I do believe so. I do believe so. But he has to get rid of those ballerina slippers. He's been promoting Balenciaga. I'm very disappointed in that. Those ballerina slippers that Marc is wearing, they're from Balenciaga, by the way, not from Chanel. And he writes it on his Instagram account. He's like, Balenciaga slippers. I'm like, no, Marc. No. The ballerina slippers are from Balenciaga, by the way, y'all. Katie, they're not from Caneo. Exactly, Emotion Engine. Maria Grazia Curie at Dior, you're completely right. She sells because it's inoffensive, conservative, simple, repetitive. People know what to expect. No hiccups, no slips. You know, the slippers. Yes, Miss Taffy pulled the slippalets. Tom Ford for Chanel. I don't know. I mean, he retired from designing, so I don't even know if he would want to. Burberry customers are loyal, Corey, as long as you give them the classic stuff, right? That they're used to seeing. You know, Daniela, you know what? I agree with you, Daniela M. And honestly, I know this is a very controversial opinion. Daniela just says, I feel like Chanel should be headed by a female designer. I completely agree with you. And y'all, I know this is really crazy what I'm about to say, but I've really come to terms with Virginie Viard at Chanel. I like her at Chanel. I think Virginie should keep doing Chanel. There, I said it. I think she should keep doing Chanel. I think it works. At this point, it really works. She's delivering wearable stuff that's very true to Coco. Oh, Ollie, there you go, Ollie. No, yeah, you said it. I did. I said what I said and I mean it. I think she's fine. She has had her evolution. She is... I like the low key, the fact that she's not giving interviews, the fact that she's not so in your face, hey, I'm a star. And I like that she really goes and looks at what Coco did. Like she delivers Chanel DNA. Oh, Virginie VR in the chat. Steak Hope warms my heart. No, I've come to terms with you, Virginie. Now, only if you could step up the quality of your materials. That's not on to you, probably, but if you could step up the quality of your materials, we're good to go. Virginia, we're good to go. I love the deep archive dive she did for Spring Summer. Corey, I loved it too. Stand in my truth, baby. Only women for Chanel? Okay, then I hope they'll hire Philip Plain. Can I have a... Okay, she does deserve a chance. Oh, XL, she got her chance and she's proven herself. I mean, I love what she's doing at the moment. I think it's very subtle. You really have to know the history of Coco Chanel's own designs to really understand what Virginie is doing at Chanel. She's doing a great job. There you go, said it. Yes, Virginie, call Bruno to raise your fabric budget and also to raise your salary. I'm sure you're earning less than Carl used to earn. Hashtag not sponsored by the following product because I want to nibble on something. I'm going to show you something I'm obsessed with lately. Bought it myself, but since I'm going to nibble on it, you're going to ask me, what is it, Jacob? Because I need some sugar. Oh my God, you guys. It's a little bit scary because it says in the back, contains bioengineered food ingredients. So we're done. Best. You guys, M&M's with coffee. Caramel cold brew coffee M&M's. Listen, hear me out. Look, it says right here, caramel cold brew, coffee flavor, M&M's. Check her out. She is with her little cafe frappuccino. You guys, best. I am best. They look just like regular M&M's. They look like those, the green ones are transparent, cha. They look like M&M's that you would get with a peanut in them, right? They're like chubby. I'm obsessed. Pure frappuccino, cold brew, coffee flavor, but soft with caramel all around it. It melts. It's crunchy on the outside, but the inside has a soft caramel center flavored with coffee. No, Nat, it doesn't have a caffeine kick, unfortunately. I've been reading into it. No caffeine kick, but sugar. The creaminess. This is the inside. Chai, it's not gonna fall in. Look at the color. I licked it, and now it's like. Did you know that in jail they use M&Ms as makeup? Look at this. Obsessed. Like, seriously? Love the flavor. Love the flavor. It's coffee. A couple of regular caramel sneak in as well. Like some of them don't have, they forgot to put the coffee flavor in a few of them. So from time to time you bite one and it's just caramel and you're like, where's the coffee? Okay. I've had my sugar fix. Now we can continue the show. But just letting you know, not sponsored. Thumb up the live stream, you guys. Be sure to thumb up the live stream. Let me just wash my hands with my... best. Cold brew coffee caramel M&Ms. Thank me later. M&M makeup tutorial. Yeah. They're so delicious. Linvo says, now I want some too. They're really good. Frozen peanut M&Ms. Oh, Tyler. You see, I can't do peanuts, but that sounds delish. They sound very tasty. They are really, really tasty. Yeah, jail currency M&Ms. They use the blue ones to do eye makeup. The red ones you can do lip. And now I'm going to order them as love. I'm going to try it anyway and go watch the new Exorcist movie. You go, girl. M&M makeup tutorial. M&M's makeup collection. Now that's crackling. Love a snack moment, says Natalie Dietz. David says, it's incredible how resourceful people can be. Beautifying is an essential part of our humanity. It's amazing. And I've watched, who did I watch do it? Erin, Jesus, what's her name? Erin Parson, the lady, makeup lady. She tried it out. The M&M makeup tutorial, and it worked. So anyway, digestible makeup yummy, says Stanley. Snack attack, says Priestess. You best believe. Thumb up the live stream. We got over 200 people watching. We got 164 likes. Come on, you guys. Let's reach 200 likes. It really means the world to me. It costs you nothing to thumb up the live stream. You get free entertainment in return. What more can you ask for? Recycle. Recycle your plastics. Bam. Aaron Parsons. Yes, that would. Yeah, I'm not going to read that, jizzes. I missed the Louis Vuitton story. I will have to watch that portion of the video later. Yeah, Ceylon. Yeah, we did that one. Oh, hey, Caleb. I hope you're feeling better. It's incredible how resourceful people can be. I started that one already. Sally says, not sure if I missed. Have you got the Chanel holiday set already, Jacob? I've seen people already got them. All right. You've twisted my arm. Let's do the Chanel topic next.
Chanel!
Are you ready?
Chanel! Chanel!
Wait, where's the... Oh, no, here. I want to stay away from the brooch because I don't want the brooch to get any perfume on it. Okay, I've added a little bit of Chanel number 18 to commemorate this festive occasion. My perfume of the day, or scent of the day. Where's this one? Hope I didn't get any makeup on it. Any perfume on it. Let me inspect it. In case, let's dry it off. Just in case, because you never know. All right. Okay, is the thing not straight? Of course not straight. I'm not straight either. All right. Hi everybody, Jacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. 'Tis the season. Holiday season is upon us, and Chanel has released, or is about to release, a bunch of their special holiday editions, either limited to America or to Europe, some to Asia. There's a bunch of stuff to go through, so let's get through it together. First, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Here on the tubes, you can push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today, gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, Super Jacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to our members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week. Come join the live chats. Hi to my co-chatters. Push the notification bell as well to get notified when I go live or when I post a new video. Let's hit it. So a lady has posted some pictures already a month ago before everybody else. She has a smaller YouTube channel for now, but credit where credit is due. So I want to give a shout out to Laura Posse. And I'll post a link to Laura's channel down below. Laura Posse has leaked these images already a month ago. So I'm going to share a couple of them with you. And then there's also some stuff, well, that even Laura didn't know about. So let me cue in some pictures. All right. So we got the Easy Come, Easy Glow, Easy Go, Easy Glow, Easy Come, Easy Glow palette. You get the Baume Essentiel Transparent Rouge Coco Baume and buildable. You can kind of keep adding more and more and it gets a little bit darker. You get these two. They're originally packed in their black packages inside of this little Trousse Toilette, which is basically the same shape as last year, just a different color. They're doing a softer tweed-esque material in white and I want to say sandy beige with a bit of glitz. For $97, you get this one. Now, it's kind of giving more or less the same price you would pay if you bought these two. Maybe Chanel charges you a little bit more because they get the pouch. The pouch does not have the protruding little giblets on the side that you can easily turn into a bag if you wanted to, because Chanel doesn't want you to do it. So they stopped manufacturing these with the side little added fabric pieces. But if you buy the transparent Baume Essentiel and the Rouge Coco Baume 914 shade, you get them sent in this. It's a limited edition, so they're going to go fast like this. If you like this color, you get those. The next one, and there's two versions of this beauty pouch, okay? The second version, oh, well, we're going to show it later, fine. If you prefer these products, they come in the same pouch. You get on-the-go moisture for $82. L'huile camellia, the camellia oil, which is for your cuticles. Like literally the thing you don't need, okay? But I kind of love the idea of putting like oil on my nails and on my cuticles. So kind of this product, I kind of want this product, the camellia oil for the cuticles. But I have a Rouge Coco Balm. I've seen some people on YouTube making videos about this saying how much they love it. I would not trust those people. I'm sorry. Why am I saying this? Because I have this. I've tested it. I've used it. It's the worst product ever. It's like a wax. It dries my lips out. It's not moisturizing to me. It is literally the worst money I've ever spent at Chanel is this. It's that bad. So for the love of me, I don't know how somebody could say that this product is super great for the lips. David says it's cakey and dries out your lips. Thank you, David. Thank you. I'm glad that somebody else is saying it, not just me. Because this thing, no. I'm sorry. Just no. This is a terrible product in my humble opinion, and everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged. Pau ASMR says, I agree, it dries my lips. Vel also in the chat says, I have this and I hate it, she says. Hella Barbara Rank says, and it also leaves a weird white film on the lips. There you go. There you go. Thank you so much. I'm not the only one saying this. So Chanel, fix it. Chanel, it took you literally one season to take off these little tiny things on the side. You fixed. You fixed these pouches immediately because you don't want people to hook straps to them. You don't want people to turn these into bags, Chanel. So you fixed the pouches within a couple of months, but you can't fix the formula for this? Shame. Shame. Teresa McGuire says, I have the balm too. It actually caused a rash around my lips. Chanel, fix it. And all of you influencers out there saying, this is an amazing product. And also, I've been hearing that you should also fix the boy lip balm as well, because I've been hearing people complaining about the boy lip balm as well. All right, moving on to the next one. Carla says, the Clinique Almost lipstick is amazing. Bought it because of you and I love it. The Almost lipstick is gorgeous. We're talking about the Black Honey. A sight to see. This does appear black, but it's not, you guys. This is navy and black with a bit of shimmer. Love this. Love this. Gonna buy this. Just letting you know, this is the one I will buy. Why? Because I have these products. I already have these products and I'm wearing Le Volume mascara, the waterproof, right now. I have it on right now. I use it all the time. It's buildable. When I go out and about, I use just a tiny bit to enhance my eyelashes and it doesn't look like it's makeup. For the live stream, I look like a hookah because I put on a lot of it. Love it. Love the Le Volume mascara. In fact, proof is in the pudding. I have it right here. I use it every single day. Love it. And the Stylo U, the waterproof 88, super happy that they've added, this is the black color, the noir. This is the color that I'm missing in my collection, but I have like 15 of these colors. I adore their Stylo U eye pencils. I have a bunch of them. Here's one, for example, that I have in the color 72, which is rosé gold or rosé. This one, for example, I love both of these products. So this, for me, is a no-brainer. I am going to buy this to get the dark blue or navy and black pouch. This mascara is amazing. I personally adore it. Mary Mer says, I was watching in bed on the TV and found my laptop just to go. OMG, so glad you talked about the waxy, ashy mess of that lip balm. Glad I'm not alone. Yolanda says, you are the first YouTuber who honestly says that balm is crap. Thank you for sharing your honest opinion. I feel the same. It is not hydrating at all. I am so glad that you guys are on my side with this. Like, how can people keep lying to y'alls? Like, it's insane. It's a terrible lip balm. Period. Moving on. This, love the mascara. It's not black, you guys. This is navy blue with black. Just to be very clear. It appears black, but it's a beautiful shade of midnight blue with hints of black. Steph says, I still have those balms from last year's gift sets. Horrible. You see what I mean? Chanel, fix it. If you can fix these to not let us use them as bags, then at least also fix the stuff that we're buying. All right. Okay, let's move to the next one. Absolute Allure coffret, or a little pouch. You still get that dark blue and black with the gold Chanel lettering pouch. Beauty case. And then you get the Noir Allure, or the Noir Allure is basically a more expensive eyelash. What's it called? Chaff for the eyelashes. Now I have that as well. I have the sample of the black one, but I purchased the limited edition red version, and this is how it looks like. It's just like their lippies. You press and then it opens up, and I have the red. This was a limited edition for spring summer. It gives me that gorgeous vampire red. Actually, we can put on, it's buildable as well. So I have the black volume mascara, waterproof. This one is not waterproof though. I can actually add it on top a little bit just to get a bit of red tips on top of my eyes, eyelashes, eyelashes, as Betty Davis would say. So we're going to do a little bit of that red. Maybe you can't really see it with these lights, but it's there. I see it very clearly on my mirror here. Now, I personally prefer Le Volume Mascara to this one, because the applicator here, the brush here, it's kind of like one of those, feels like 3D printed brushes. They separate your eyelashes, but they're not like soft like Le Volume Mascara. Le Volume Mascara is my favorite Chanel mascara, hands down. So just letting you guys know, this is not my favorite. Now for the lippy, it's the classic, I think, Pirate or Desire color. It's their classic red color. It's not, you know, most of us already have this colorway, so it's kind of weird to buy this set. Now some people have been saying, well, you can buy it anyway because this year they give you the lippy, comes in its own cardboard, you know, the black box. This as well, so you can gift these and keep this. But I'm like, do I really want to buy a freaking freebie pouch for $92 and gift these away? I want to buy something where I can actually use the product. IYKYK. And also when it comes to their lippies, I don't want to buy another lippy. I just invested the $200 in this. Chanel, what are you doing to me? I don't want to get another lipstick. I want to use this one first. You know what I mean? David says, red is always good. Can we just agree that red is really a neutral? Yes, David, I can agree with you. Red is a neutral. That is fine. Red is always good. But their formula, Rouge Allure, it also dries me out a little bit. Not going to lie. I really prefer much more the formula of their 31 Rouge Cambon lipsticks. I do have a rouge beige here, and I adore it. I'm wearing it today, actually. So for this video, so I really, really like this lipstick. So, you know, I would prefer to get a red shade in this one because it's better for my lips. It just feels better on my lips than to get this. Just personal opinion. Just personal opinion. All right, let me show you the next box. Okay, here we have the Always Brilliant, most expensive also, $113. You do get 3 of these Rouge Coco glosses. A lot of people swear by these. They adore these. You get the color Bourgeoisie, Noce Moscata, and Melted. I personally, again, for me, it's a no-go. I just do not like anything that has to do with lips, that has to do with a little stick that comes out that you have to put on your lip and then stuff it back in there. I find that so dirty. And before you know it, the interior of this thing looks so ratchet because you keep putting external dirt, you stuffing it back into these glosses. I really don't like the application for these. Although formula, I'm not going to discuss here the formula with you because I don't use these because I don't like the application. So maybe the formula is great. I don't know. I don't care. Not something for me. This is not something, I just don't like how these are used. If this were different, like if it had this same system like MAC, like the MAC lipstick, where you do have that balm, but it doesn't come out as a lipstick. It just, you twist, it clicks, and then just a little bit comes out, and then you apply it like a cream. This is better. I find this much cleaner than this. There you go. Plus, this is plumping. IYKYK, like Squirt by MAC. Anyway, it's not the same. Jesus says it's the same, LOL. No, it's not the same. Here, I only have the surface affected by my lips. I only have the surface. And if I don't like the color that's left over from my other lipstick on the surface, I can cut it off. And this is clean. All the other product that's in here is not affected. Here, all the product is affected because I stuff inside of this liquid that stick with a brush at the bottom. So the brush that's going to touch my lips actually goes all the way down to here every single time I use the product. So I'm kind of pumping through all of this product, that stick and that brush every time I go in and out. Not cool for me personally. But if you love it, more power to you. More power to you. Ollie says, I love these. DL says, I love them. There you go. Kev says, that sounds quite satisfying, though. I love when it pulls out. There you go. Innuendos in the fashion bunker. IYKYK. So moving on. So if you love this product, then this is perfect for you because you can also combine them. You can also add the colors. If you love how they apply and you love, by the way, you cannot choose the color of the pouch. You know, you can't tell Chanel, I want these 3 with the white pouch. No. These 3 come with the blue pouch. Just letting you guys know. Now, the next products have not leaked yet. And I'm going to talk to you about them now. Nobody has shown the following products yet. We don't have images yet, but I'm going to tell you what they are. The first one is called Start Fresh. The set is perfect for skincare, they say, enthusiasts. For $112, you will receive the toner, the facial toner, and the mousse, which I adore. I adore Chanel's cleansing mousse for the face. So you're going to get the toner, you're going to get the mousse, you're going to pay $112, and you will be getting the dark blue pouch. The blue-black pouch is going to come with the washing, the facial toner and wash set. I don't use their toner, so we'll go. But I do use their mousse. So that's an option for me. Maybe I could start using the toner, test it out, buy this set to get the toner, test out the toner. That's an option for me. That's one that I would consider getting. And the last set with the pouch that also nobody has shown you yet is called, I don't know, I think this was misspelled, something like Alasia set. It's priced at $111. Details about the bag and specific contents are currently limited. It's a secret for now. So there's going to be another pouch where contents are going to be secret. And I do wonder if they're going to make one pouch with some new product, like a special product only available with the pouch. If that is true, then that one will sell out first. Like that one is going to go right off the shelves and I will be buying. If they're releasing a new product, I will be buying to test it out. But we don't know. And then I have also received a little bit of leaked information from one of my fellow viewers who wishes to remain anonymous. I have been sent pictures of perfume sets from several sources, by the way. Actually, I want to thank two of my subscribers and followers who both shall remain unnamed. One set, okay, here goes. I'm not going to show you the pictures for a specific reason. I have been sent pictures, but those pictures are internal Chanel pictures. They are their internal pictures that are not meant to be shown publicly. So I will respect Chanel. I'm not going to show those pictures, but I can tell you what I saw. Oh, that's okay. I can tell you what I saw. So do you remember a couple of years ago, it was the first or the second year of the pandemic, we had that Chanel snow landscape for Chanel No. 5, Eau de Parfum, Chanel No. 5 L'Eau, and Coco Mademoiselle Eau de Parfum. They created those little square boxes with a magnetic closure, and then they open up, and then inside you had the little snow landscape, and then you had the perfume bottle standing in the snow landscape. Everything was like three-dimensional, like a pop-up book of sorts. Do you guys remember? Debbie says yes. Okay, well, they're bringing those back, but updated. So we will be getting Chanel No. 5 Eau de Parfum, always the usual suspects. We're going to be getting Chanel No. 5 Eau de Parfum. And we're going to be getting Coco Mademoiselle Eau de Parfum and or Intense Eau de Parfum. But with a new product added. So you're going to get two products in each square box. You will be getting 100 ml or 50 ml. I think it's 100 ml. Eau de Parfum spray. Next to it, are you ready for this? Next to it is a Bath and Body oil from what I can see from the pictures, in a glass bottle just like the perfume bottle, and they have a different name. They are called Coco Mademoiselle The Body Oil in a mystery format, and the No. 5 Body Oil 100 ml mystery format. Oh, but I'm seeing here they're saying that the bottle of the Chanel Eau de Parfum No. 5 will be 50 ml. They're not going to give us 100 ml. This time they're going to give us 50 ml Eau de Parfum No. 5 limited edition. And in the box, the set is limited edition. And they will be giving us Coco Mademoiselle Eau de Parfum 50 ml. Standing next to the 100 ml, if you buy Coco Mademoiselle, you will be getting Coco Mademoiselle the Body Oil mystery format. If you buy No. 5, you will be getting the No. 5 Body Oil 100 ml mystery format. Ceylon Cleo says, I already have Chanel No. 5 and Chanel Coco Mademoiselle, but the body oil would be great. I always buy Chanel body oils. Now, if these, like I see here in the picture, will be coming in a glass bottle with a sprayer, it's going to be terrible. Why? Because I have Chanel body oils in glass containers with a sprayer. They kind of spit at you, and you got product everywhere. They don't create that mist, that foam, that kind of mist of oil. They're spitters. And so they're not easy to applicate. So just be warned, if you are buying this and you're using these oils, I would not recommend spraying on your body. I would rather recommend spraying in your palm, very close, like create a little puddle in your palm of oil, spray, 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 put the bottle down, mix, 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 and then apply to the body. That way, you're not going to have oil all over the bathroom floor, and you're not going to risk sliding on that oil and breaking a hip or something. Okay? Just be very, very cautious about that. So that is, so that's basically, how many did we get? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. 8 reveals in this video so far. But there's more coming, I am sure of that, because Chanel doesn't just stop at this. And in fact, one more of my wonderful subscribers slash followers sent me a Les Exclusives set coming out for Christmas. By the way, this last set is by far the stupidest thing Chanel could have done. I find it really dumb. Why am I saying this? You're going to find out in a second. Again, I only have the internal image of the set, so it's not official. I'm not going to show it to you. I don't want to disrespect them. It's their internal visuals, but I can tell you what it is. So it's not number 18, but it's 3 bottles of the 75 ml. The 75 ml eau de parfum bottles, these little babies. So it's going to be a white cardboard box with a black stand, and you're going to have 3 of these bottles next to each other. It's going to be Gardenia, Beige, and Sycamore, or Gardenia, Beige, Coromandel. The usual bestsellers. You know what I mean? They're bestsellers. There are 3 that already exist, not a new one. And you're going to pay $900 for it. Let that sink in. Why? Because in America, each one of these is $300 now. You know, they've had just another price increase. So one of these bottles is $300. But at least you get the bottle in its own box. Now, Chanel is going to do 3 of these bottles in one box. So they're going to save money on packaging. But they're going to charge you the same amount as if you bought them separately. So I'm like, so why should I be buying this set? What is this set giving me more than I'm already getting from somewhere else? Like, I get more if I buy these individually because A, I get to choose which perfume I want to buy. Because the set is preset, like you get those 3 perfumes in the set. You can't like say, oh, give me 1957, 1932, and Misia in the set. No, it's a preset set for $900 and you get 1 box. If you buy them separately, you'll still pay $900, but you're going to get at least 3 boxes. And you get to choose which 3 perfumes you want if you buy them separately. This makes no sense to me. Chanel, this makes no sense. At least make it cheaper. You know what I mean? Like, make the set of the 3 bottles like $50 cheaper. Make it still a sin, the price. But at least make the coffret cost $850 instead of $900. You know what I mean? Like, give us something. Give us something. Why should we be buying the 3 perfume set for $900 plus tax if we don't even get to choose which perfumes we're getting? Give us at least a cheaper price tag. Like, make it more appetizing for us to buy. I don't know. Maybe they're going to fix that. Maybe when the set comes out, maybe, fingers crossed, they make it cost less. But usually Chanel never makes their sets cost less. They actually charge you more for the sets usually because they charge you for the freebie. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me add a little bit of Chanel number 18, which I adore. One of my favorites at the moment. So that's the holiday season releases. Are you going to be getting anything? What are you going to be getting? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's start this conversation, darling. And until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Thumb up the video. Bye. Mwah. Can you believe the nerve of this company? Wacky Cookies is like, I'm slightly disgusted. I mean, 75 milliliter, $300. And the prices are going to go up again in a couple of months. So these are going to cost $350 next year. Number 1, Coco, you're cute. You said, I'll just stick with Louis Vuitton and Dior. Why? Because you think they're cheaper? They're not cheaper. They have the same prices. It's the same ripoff. Number one, Coco. The Dior Maison Privée, the Collection Privée collection at Dior, has these prices. Thumb up the live stream, you guys. We are at 186. Wait, where should I be sitting? More here? No, more here. We are at 186 thumbs up. Let's get to 200 likes. If you can. If you can. IYKYK, darling. IYKYK. 187. Let's get to 200, y'all. Yiga Botham says, nope, the skincare seems nice. Yeah, but we're talking about perfumes. We're talking about the perfumes. Their prices for perfumes are insane. Oh, David, we are masochists to the Chanel cup. Yes. 198. 2 more 201 like. We did it, Joe. Chucky, we did it. Oh, Chucky. We got 200 likes. Can you believe? Chucky's very happy. Say hi. Like, hi. He still has a thing in his arm. I have to take it out. So Dior Privé perfumes are so expensive now. They are 400 plus. Yeah, I have many of them. I bought them before the price hikes. I'm telling you, Dior is not any better. Natalie Gauthier says, the big number 5 oil bottle without the gold particles, I'll definitely buy it, maybe 2. Oh, there you go. But that's a spit. That's the spitter bottle, though. That's the spitter bottle. Yeah, perfumes at Dior are a no for me as well at the moment from their collection privée, minus Eau Noir and Bois d'Argent. Because I always love those. What can I tell you? You know, but I have stocked up on those since many years now, so I'm fine for many years. Many years. I'd rather spend what I like with Louis Vuitton and Dior because Chanel just disgust me with their increases too frequently. But number one, Coco, Dior and Louis Vuitton do the same. They literally do the same. Louis Vuitton has like 3 price increases a year. You know, I mean, I just find them all insane at the moment. At the moment, I'm just like, don't even get me started on their pricing of those Lady Dior bags. There you go, Kev. Guerlain as well, Yankee Barbs. Oh, yes. Their exclusives perfumes keep going up in price. They're like, oh, we're going to change the bottles. Remember just a couple of years ago? Oh, they made new bottles. The new bottles are so amazing. I'm like, they're not amazing, but now you're charging for your exclusives range like $100 more for those ugly-ass bottles. There you go, Jizza says. Dior charges €140 for 40 milliliter. You guys. No, Stanley, Dior perfumes are not pricier than Chanel at the moment. No. Oh, yeah, they're all saving money by making the bottles the same. They're all saving money. Chucky, what's up with your hair? It's Halloween, Chucky. Do you like your ball? You want to shoot a BB gun? Oh, boy. Give Chucky something. You're not going to end well. Chucky, no, you're not going to take the cotton candy. No, this is only for when people send special contributions to the Fashion Bunker. We're not going to do the cotton candy gun without them. Chucky, you can send here. You can send a tip and then you get to shoot the gun. How about that? Otherwise, no. Yeah, BB, cotton candy machine. You can't even say it on YouTube what it is. All right, Chucky. But you get the big eyeball. We're watching you, Chanel. We're watching you. We see what's going down here. Oh my gosh, I just hit my own lamp. There you go. Oh my God. Okay. That was ginormous. What is your rating 1 to 5 for Opium pour Homme Eau de Toilette? So it has the star anise in it with a lot of pepper. And that's my problem with it. It's very, very spicy and aggressive. The Eau de Parfum is more vanilla heavy. It's softer. The Eau de Parfum is not peppery and spicy in the opening. It's not as cold. It's warm from the get-go. and then it blends nicer on the skin immediately, while the eau de toilette stays somewhat cold and peppery, and I don't like that. I wish it were better rounded. That's my issue, Lord Drakkar. That's my issue that I have with the eau de toilette of Opium pour Homme. But if you're in the market for spicier, pepperier fragrances, then the eau de toilette is for you, you know? Then it's for you. I like it a little bit softer, a little bit more nuanced, maybe. Would be so cute seeing Chucky dressed in Fiorucci. Oh, that would be adorable. I have to see if Fiorucci makes like outfits for little for toddlers as well, because Chucky is the size of, depending on what brand you're buying, but I've noticed he's 12 to 18 months. Well, the pumpkin is 6 to 12 months. He's wearing 6 to 12 months size pumpkin, but the overalls underneath are 18 months. I could have gotten him like 12 to 16 months, but it was sold out, so I got him a bigger onesie, which is a little bit too big for him. So I think he's like 12 to 16 months size. I don't know Wacky Cookies. I have not tried. Tutti Twilly? I've never heard. I don't know. Oh, Dior Eden Rock 250 mil is 725 Australian dollars, while Chanel's Parfum is 600 mil is 580. Well, there you go. It's kind of the same pricing then, because one is bigger than the other, and then yeah, they're both super expensive, but Dior seems to be a little bit more expensive. Oh, David Anderson. Yes, Shalimar Extrait is amazing. I love it too. I wonder if Rick Owens makes baby clothes. Maybe. They all do. You know, they all have like a little secret something. You go to their boutiques and they have a little corner where, look, we did this little baby collection here. I know that Dior officially makes baby clothes. I think did Louis Vuitton start a baby collection as well? I know that Hermes does baby stuff. Yes, gosh, get alive. I'm speaking like a proud parent about Chucky's outfits. I know. Such a vibe. Such a vibe. I saw a bottle of number 5 oil 250 ml edition Régulier for Christmas, which is different from the one with the perfume. Natalie, did you see that now for this Christmas? Is this new, or are you talking years ago? Do you believe in macerating perfume, seeing that number 22 changes so much? I'm not even going to read that, Jizzes. Cha. So this is an interesting point, Yankee Barbs. Macerating. Interesting choice of words. So, you know, number 22 in particular is a very special perfume that is very volatile. Very, very volatile. It's a very fragile perfume that can kind of twist very easily and can go dark very easily and can go sour easily. You have to really preserve number 22 and use it up quickly. Because number 22 at the moment in the eau de parfum form is best when it's fresh. When it's fresh and new, it has that soft floral tuberose vanilla accord, which I adore. The older it gets, the more it ripens, the more the aldehydes and the vanilla take over, and the more it becomes acid. And it turns acidy. So number 22 is a very, very, very volatile perfume. I still love it even when it gets dark. Although then you need to wait, you need to spray it on and then wait like 30 minutes before that acidity goes away, and then you have the beautiful dry down. But I think what you meant more is about reformulations. I'm not a fan of reformulations, but it's not like you have a choice. You know, I love the current version of number 22, by the way. So I kind of like how it evolves, how it changes, how it's tweaked all the time. Because Chanel, I trust them to always deliver the best quality no matter what. In fact, their perfumes are divine. I love their perfumes. They're just beautiful to me. Some are more or less effective in their eau de parfum concentrations from the Les Exclusives range than their eau de toilette counterparts. But I still love them regardless. So the quality is still there, and I trust them to do good by them. I also still adore the current version of Chanel No. 5 Extrait. I think it's beautiful. Okay, even though I do have, as for comparison, a 60s formulation of it, which is more smoky, darker, closer to Cuir de Russie. Adore both of them. I just do. I am aware of the fact that the 60s version is not going to have floral accords so intact as the current version because those kind of are more volatile. So it's going to have the fixatives still preserving whatever's in that perfume bottle if the bottle is from the 60s, as opposed to the current version of the perfume that is more floral. I love the current version of Chanel No. 5 Extrait. I think it's a masterpiece. You know, Lord Drakkar, the favorite Fougère barbershop fragrance, there's quite a few that I love. My favorite Fougère is Dolce & Gabbana's Pour Homme. It's a modern take on a Fougère. It's a 90s Fougère. But if I were to really go 70s, if I were to go dark, but very, very, very barbershop light as well, that fresh, light barbershop Fougère, my favorite would be pre-scandal. Okay, we're talking 70s, Balenciaga Hohang. Or in French, you would say Ohang. It's no longer in production. It's discontinued. It was made back in the 70s. Has nothing to do with the crap that is Balenciaga today. 70s Ohang, or Ho, H-O, 2 words, Ho. Of course, I would like a Fougère called Ho. And then Hang, H-A-N-G, Hohang by Balenciaga. It is a beautiful, clean Fougère. I adore it. H-A-N-G, not a hung ho, but yeah, there you go. So Natalie says, no, it's new. The oil, the Chanel No. 5 oil, she saw it new. She saw the 250 ml oil bottle next to the coffret perfume and oil. Wow. Natalie, are you telling me that they've already released the coffret oil and perfume? Did you take a picture? Because if you took a picture in the store and you send it to me and you allow me to use it, then I'm allowed to show it, because that would mean that Chanel already released it. Then I'm allowed to show it. But if they haven't released it yet officially, I cannot show their internal pictures. I mean, I don't want to. No, Paco Rabanne, the one I like by Paco is also 60s, 70s, Calandre. I like Calandre, but Calandre is kind of, it's more Chypre, you know what I mean? It's not a Fougère. Azzarro Pour Homme, no, not my cup of tea. But Calandre by Paco Rabanne, I really enjoy. But it's a Chypre. I've been pondering the thought after watching your video about Cristal. I don't think that they would release 200 ml. Since number 19 and Coco aren't being offered in 200 ml, we can hope though. True, but Yankee Barbs, the difference is that number 19 and Coco have not been reissued. They're trying to now reissue Cristal. So maybe by reissuing, they might give it a little spring, a little jump start. I'm just hoping here. We have no confirmation. Hi, Louie. How's it going? So there's that. So Nathalie Gauthier, if you did see the coffret in the stores and you took a picture and you want to send it over and you allow me to use it, then I can add an extra segment into the video I just shot, and then I can show the actual coffret. Because I haven't seen them in stores, okay? I haven't seen them yet. I've only received information from my viewers with the leaked images, but we're going to be respectful to Chanel. We're not going to show their leaked images. But if Chanel has already sent them out to stores And if some stores already have them for sale, well, then it's no longer a leak. Then it's an official release. The new bottle really looks beautiful. I agree with you. And also super, like, I think Tracy, because Tracy sent me the first picture and I made the video for you guys, and I thanked Tracy in the video. Tracy is super sweet. Thank you, Tracy, so much. And Tracy was so kind and said, listen, loved the video. Here's another better picture of the bottle, and I can share with you the better picture, which is taken at another angle. So the text on the sticker, you don't see that it's silver because it's not reflecting light as much, but it is silver. And the liquid is more green. That's why it's kind of hitting the green screen differently. But now you see clearly the double C on the stop on the lid as well. Cristal Chanel. There you have it. Eau de parfum. And it's silver. The text is silver. It doesn't appear silver here, but it's silver. David prefers the big black plastic cap. Now, one of the reasons why they stopped making that, I believe, is because they want to stop making plastic. There's a bit of plastic right here. Everything else is glass. But David, the bottle that you prefer of Cristal has a huge piece of plastic, that cap. So they stop. And also, when you open it, when you take the lid off, inside you also have that plastic kind of holder. And they're not going to be producing those. So this was also one of the factors, one of the reasons why they stopped manufacturing that particular bottle. They're also going to stop making plastic foliage on their boxes. Oh, they've already started doing it with many creams. You just get the cardboard packaging. You don't get the foil around it anymore. So there's that as well. I think that was a contributing factor into why they decided to change the Cristal bottles, because they wanted them to be more sustainable. Also, don't forget, you guys, Chanel is not really talking about this that much, but they are switching their entire bottle production to only recycled glass. Did you know that? So they've made this experiment a year or two ago, 2 years ago, for the 100th birthday of Chanel No. 5. After the Factory 5 collection, for Christmas, do you guys remember, they released the 2 Chanel No. 5 bottles, the Eau de Parfum and the L'Eau, 100 ml, in the paper pulp clamshell without plastic. And they made a new limited edition sticker for the perfume for that occasion, and it had like the golden 5 and the silver 5. You remember? Those 2 bottles were the first Chanel glass bottles that were made with recycled glass. They were made in a special factory in France that produced those bottles for Chanel out of 100% recycled glass. They made a test run. That was the first Chanel No. 5 bottle made of recycled glass. And now they're shifting into producing all of their perfume bottles out of recycled glass. So just letting you know. So this might have been one of the reasons why Cristal is now being made in a glass bottle with a glass stopper, so that they can avoid making all of that plastic. Yankee Barbs, this is an interesting question. Would that ruin the clarity of the glass? So apparently this company that they're working with has developed a technique of purifying the glass. So it's recycled glass that is still clear and it's not mattified. And I do believe that these lippies are also made in that factory with the recycled glass. I do believe that the 31 Rue Cambon lipsticks are also made with that technology. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're also made in recycled glass. And no, the clarity of the glass is not ruined. Ollie says, the black cap bottle always slips out of my hand when I set it down. Coincidentally, it also always slips off from the eau de toilette. Yeah. Pour Monsieur and Cristal. They're just not latched on nicely. They're very loose, and if you hold it by the cap, the bottle will fall. Also very, very dangerous. You can lose a bottle and it can break. Die Higginbotham. Yes, of course. The interior is refillable. I made a whole video on this. There you go. This is the refill. So you buy this once and you always have it. And these are the refills. You buy the refill. And then you just plop it in there. Magnet, done. They're refillable. No, Die Higginbotham. The refills are cheaper than this, but they're still very expensive because this lipstick range is super expensive. They're about $80 for the refill and $200 for the glass container with lippy in it. I wonder if they recycle Cristal champagne bottles to Cristal perfume bottles. If they recycle champagne bottles. You mean like if? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think Crystal champagne bottles are green, so you would need to purify glass. It has to be transparent. So I don't know how you would do that. I don't know. But this is really gorgeous. I love this lippy. So, but it's very expensive to begin with. So, Jesus, you don't have this issue happening, and Debbie also doesn't. No, I have this issue with Pour Monsieur Eau de Toilette and Cristal Eau de Toilette. Also, same issue with Cristal Eau Verte, because it's the same bottle. I didn't know that the stoppers of the Eau de Parfum bottles were made of glass. Yes, they are made of glass. The only thing that's plastic is the ring that clips onto the bottle, which I showed you before on the photo. But the actual top part, that's glass. That little chunky nod, that's glass. That's full glass. The magnet is super satisfying. Love my 31 Le Rouge lipsticks. I have 7 shades now. Sail on Clio. It's like a down payment for a house. Love them all, but my favorite Chanel lipstick formula is still Rouge Coco Bloom. Oh, Crystal Champagne is clear, says EST. Okay, well then, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how they source their glass. I don't know where they get their glass from, but they do recycle it. I didn't know that the stoppers, okay, good. Chat's done. Interesting, that doesn't happen with my bottles. It does. Hold on a second. Let me just go. I can leave the eyeball with you while I fetch my bottle and we can check together. Wait, is the eyeball gonna? Okay, there you go. Eyeball, keep an eye on the chat. So this is the Eau de Toilette. Of course, we're not talking about the Eau de Parfum, but well, we just unboxed it. As you can see, it's still full. The more you use it, the more loose it gets. And I don't want it to fall down on all my bottles here. But so this is very, basically all that's holding this lid is this little hole here, this little ridge. Here there's nothing, and then there's one here, and then in the back there's nothing. And then inside of the bottle, on every side you have this extra little, and this is plastic, right? And on the inside, you have this little kind of protruding piece of plastic right there. You have it on every side because people might turn these around and put them randomly onto this. And so basically this protruding piece of plastic latches into these little ridges here. Oh boy. You see, there you go. It just falls off on its own. So now that it's a brand new bottle, this is still tight, but the plastic loosens with time the more you use it. And at a certain point when you're kind of a little bit down with the juice in here, if you lift it by this, it's just gonna, there, it's kind of, you see? Already now it's very, yeah, very, very, very flimsy. Very, very flimsy. But they're no longer making these, so there you go. Let's... Ah. Oh, man. Take me to church. Oh, this thing is good. No, Cristal is where it's at. I'm so glad. She's a loosey-goosey, yes. Loosening happens, says Jesus. So why is number 5 Eau de Toilette the only non-Les exclusives with the magnet? Yeah, call Suzanne Summers. So number 5 gets a special treatment by Chanel because it is their most heritage and bestseller. They will treat number 5 as its own thing. So the Eau de Toilette of number 5 is going to have that magnetic stopper, and they could have updated their other Eau de Toilettes the same way. They could have made the same bottle of the Eau de Toilette for number 19 as well. No, but they kept for number 19 the old version of the sprayer Eau de Toilette bottle that they used to also have for number 5. I have somewhere in my archives the older version of the number 5 sprayer bottle for the Eau de Toilette, which is the same as... And also, coincidentally, you guys, the Les Exclusives perfumes went through many changes as well. When they only used to make 4, number 22, Gardenia, Cuir de Russie, Bois des Îles, these were the bottles. These were the bottles. Cuir de Russie, Bois des Îles, Gardenia, and Chanel number 22, Eau de Toilette, were all sold in 100 ml spray bottles like this one, with the printed, no sticker, with the printed name of the perfume on the bottle. These were the Les Exclusives bottles when there were only 4 Les Exclusives. We're talking 80s and 90s. Then Chanel revamped their bottles for the Eau de Toilettes. And that's when Chanel number 5 got the new bottle and number 19 got the new bottle where there was no more cap. The Eau de Toilette bottles had no more caps, but the cap had inserted in here like a spray function. And there was like a cut in the back so that you could kind of, you push in here, there's a hole there, and the perfume comes out. So they did that for number 5, they did that for number 19, and they did that for the Les Exclusives. Gardenia, Bois des Îles, Cuir de Russie, and number 22. So for a very limited amount of time, about a year and a half, they used to make Les Exclusives with that spray bottle, which I have in my archives as well. Then they took everything off the market because they were planning to launch the 11 Les Exclusives perfumes that were launched in 2006/2007. And that's when the 200 ml bottles arrived on the market with a magnetic twist stopper. And yes, back in 2007, you could only buy 200 ml Eau de Toilette Les Exclusives bottles. You could not get the 75 ml. People like myself back then started complaining and saying, hey, I travel a lot. I can't take the 200 mils with me on an airplane. So 2.5 years into the new Les Exclusives 200 ml bottles, Chanel also launches the 75 ml Les Exclusives bottles, eau de toilette, for $130. $130. Fast forward to 2023, now they cost $300, more than doubled in price. So that's a little history for you about the bottles of Chanel. Since then, Chanel No. 5 has received yet another update, eau de toilette. Chanel No. 5 has received its own magnetic eau de toilette bottle. With a stopper that doesn't turn, you just got to lift it off. 50 ml and 100 ml. While at the same time, Chanel No. 19 has not received an updated bottle. Chanel No. 19 eau de toilette is still made with that sprayer on the top with a hole in the black thing. That's how you can still buy Chanel No. 19. But Chanel No. 5 has that magnetic lid, eau de toilette only. What brand was Chanel inspired by to expand their exclusive line? Well, Jesus, so this is an interesting question because it was the up-and-coming time of flankers, and the brands stopped releasing major new perfume releases. The 90s was the last decade when major perfume houses were releasing new perfumes, like major new perfume releases, and we're investing millions and billions into that. The 2000s became the decade of very few new releases, mostly flankers, and niche was growing in the 90s. But the major perfume houses took note of it in the early 2000s, and that's when the major perfume houses, major luxury houses started also implementing niche within their own companies for perfumes. So one of the first to do that was Armani. Giorgio Armani was one of the first to jump on that train, as well as Dior, under the leadership of Hedi Slimane at Dior Homme. Dior released in 2003/2004 the first three Les Exclusives, well, not Les Exclusives, they're called Collection Privée range. They were toying with more exclusive perfumes, sometimes at the Dior boutiques. This is while John Galliano was still at Dior. You could find John Galliano designed bottles for limited edition Dior perfumes based around soliflores. And there were some incredible glass and blown glass bottles or crystal bottles. And then after that, those were limited editions. And after that, Hedi Slimane designed the twist. Well, they were not magnetic in the beginning, actually. Hedi Slimane designed the first three Collection Privée perfume bottles. Eau Noire, Bois d'Argent, Cologne Blanche. Those three were launched in 2003, 2004. That was the first official kind of Privé collection by any brand, any major luxury brand in perfumery. So we had these three perfumes that were super hard to find. You could only get them at Colette in Paris. You could get them at Galeries Lafayette. You could get them at some Dior boutiques. Hedi Slimane designed the bottles. The bottles were beautiful, very thin, expensive glass. Not the chunky, thick, cheap glass we get now when we buy Collection Privée perfumes. Every 250 ml bottle came with a twist cap. So they're splashed because they were colognes. But then you could also twist a sprayer onto them. The sprayer had no stopper. It was just an open, naked sprayer. So you could spray your bottles or you could use them as splash. There was no magnetic caps. Chanel was the first to introduce the magnetic closure back in 2006. Then Dior followed, Louis Vuitton followed. They all adapted to the magnetic closure. Now they all copy that. Now they're all doing that. But it was Chanel who did it back in 2006. Dior followed around 2010, 11. And then 2016, Louis Vuitton launched their exclusive range with the magnets. However, Chanel was not the first to do les exclusives like Dior did, right? Because Dior did it first with their Bois d'Argent Colonne Blanche and Au Noir. However, you might argue that Chanel was the first because already back in the 80s, back in the early 80s, Chanel reintroduced on the market in Europe gardenia, bois des îles, cuir de Russie. Number 22 was already in production. But they've segregated those 4 only to boutiques in Europe, while in America in the 80s and 90s, number 22 was still available everywhere. It wasn't a boutique exclusive. So in America, Gardenia, Cuir de Russie, and Bois des Îles were boutique exclusives, while number 22 wasn't. In Europe, all 4 were. So one could argue and say that Chanel did it first, already in the 80s. However, those 4 perfumes back in the 20s and 30s were not les exclusives fragrances. They were regularly released Chanel perfumes. So one could argue that they have become exclusives in the 80s, but weren't designed as exclusives from the get-go. So one could argue and say Chanel didn't do it first, after all. Although Chanel did kind of do it first because they said these are now exclusive to the boutiques only. So anyway, I'm like boring you, y'all. We're losing viewers because I'm talking about such specific nerd shit. Okay, so anyway, hi Mika Sibyl. No, you're not late. Love how you know all this. Prof. Jacob, thank you, Gloria. Diegba says everyone copies everyone else. Ceylon says perfume, beauty, uses magnets as well. Corey, Kimberly, same. I'd love to just sit with him sometime and swap backstories and geek out on history. Kimberly says Jacob is such a wealth of knowledge, and I'm so glad he shares with us. I always share, you guys, if there's interest, of course. I'm a fashion history nerd, so it would be so fun, says Corey. Yes, let's have a meet and greet and just like have our little table where we all have a little sip our tea and just like talk about all this stuff and a bit of gossip as well. Yori says, Jacob, what does number 18 smell like? So I've made a review of number 18. However, I do have to make an updated eau de toilette. I do have to make an updated review of the eau de parfum. It's beautiful, really. It's grown on me, the eau de parfum. So this is like you have the so-called musk mallow in it. You have a special brandy that Chanel has distilled. It's a Chanel-owned and Chanel-distilled brandy that they do not make for drinking. They only distill this brandy for this perfume. Let that sink in. It's a special brandy accord that Chanel only makes for Chanel number 18. Then you got the musks, the musk mallow, and then you get a whole bunch of potpourri spices. Like you would have dried up fruits, dried up flowers, spicy flowers. They're all in here. But it opens up to aldehydes and brandy. A beautiful, expensive, luxurious brandy accord. It smells of brandy. But then it goes into that musk mallow and into the ambrette, musk ambrette. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I'm like, what? Mallow. No. Ambrette musk. Thanks, Jesus. Ambrette. And the ambrette seed as well, which is also usually found in potpourri. Because the ambrette seed adds that kind of spicy, soapy, fruity accord to potpourris that, you put them in they were really big in the 80s and 90s. Those little kind of cotton, silky satchels with a little string around them, and inside is like a mix of potpourri, and you would put that in your wardrobe. That's kind of how this smells as well, but with a brandy accord in the opening. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. If you are into brandy accords, This is a very special one. I always say, of all of the Les Exclusives perfumes out there, this is the last one you're going to discover, really. This is the hardest one to love because it's so specific to a very developed palate. Like, you got to be already very much used to the olfactory library of Chanel to be able to appreciate this one, because this one takes time. This is the last one you're going to discover. You know, it's the last one you're going to fall in love with because it's so particular. It's not a generic smelling, pleasant perfume. It's very, very for the connoisseur. It's very, very much for the palate that is like fine-tuned itself and it's looking for some extra special nuance of something. That's number 18. Not for nothing, they're advertising it as their Place Vendôme fragrance, like the perfume that is connected to their Place Vendôme 18. That's why it's number 18. It's the address of Chanel's Haute Joaillerie. It's their high-end jewelry boutique address. So this perfume is like that special high-end jewelry that you discover last after you've, you know. And that's why also this brandy is extra distilled just for them. It's very high-end. So there you go. That's that. The vegetal musk, says Jiz, as they call the ambrette musk. So thank you, Debbie. Those interested in perfume, I have an additional channel for perfumes only called Essentially Jacob. Spelled essence minus T-I-A-L-L-Y Jacob. Oh,
Yuri
Jory,
donated
Yuri,
$10.
thank you so
Thank you so much. I've always wondered.
Here you go, sweetie. Are you ready for the cotton candy gun? Cotton candy, love to you, sweetie. So, Jory, hit it, Bubbles. Oh, hit it, Bubbles. Ah, I love these cotton candy moments. So there you have it, guys. Number 22 smells so good. I also love that Anne Rice wore it for years. Says Miss Taffy Pulls. 5 feet nothing. Hi everyone. Think I'm a bit late. Hey, 5 foot nothing. Just says, Ceylon, go check his perfume channel out. Thank you. Check out my perfume channel, you guys. Oh, that was so darling, says Yori. Thank you so much, Yori. Oh, Excel says you need your AI double to be downloaded in our purses, chips. Thank goodness you have plenty of videos, but a knowledgeable narrative is an amenity that would validate current prices. Well, I don't want to validate their current prices. I think their current prices are insane, and I don't think they should cost that much. Like I said in my last live stream, Vivienne Westwood bags are made in my humble opinion, in many cases in much better quality than the current other luxury brands make their bags in, and for less than $1,000 a bag, Vivienne Westwood proves to us that you can produce high-end luxury quality and still make a profit. So these other brands that are charging you $10,000 for a bag, Vivienne proves that they're lying. If she can make a profit off of a bag that costs $600, that's made in same or better quality than the bag that another brand sells you for $10,000, then you know that the brand that is selling you the bag for $10,000 is running laughing to the bank with those extra thousands of dollars that they've cashed from you, that they say they needed to charge you because their production costs went up. Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. David says, yes, your reviews are classic. I go back and rewatch them. Thank you so much. Louis says, I mean, not to be trashy, but I love perfumes that smell like brandy and have a little bit of floral in it because it reminds me of my cousin, the hookah. Well, Louis, try out number 18. You might be pleasantly surprised. This is brandy. The best quality brandy out there. It smells divine. Yes, Naru. Very dangerous. There's a lot of fake Yasmin, Vivienne Westwood bags out there. Be very careful. Because it's been, you know, the Yasmin bag from Vivienne Westwood is is like the Birkin for Hermes. It's her famous bag. It's been made since the 90s. So a lot of them have been manufactured, and they still make them today, and there's a lot of fakes as well. Be very careful. Dihigabatha says, I'm so changeable. I can't spend $10,000 on one bag. I would like to buy lots of bags that cost way less. That's legitimate as well. That's a choice. But both choices are fine. It depends what you prefer. I wish I could smell more. I can't smell much in 18. Maybe you're anosmic to it. I spent less than $200 in materials and made my large pouch, same as Bottega Veneta. Took me over 8 hours to make it. So then add to the $200 the time you spent to source the materials, to drive to buy them, or if you order them from Amazon or wherever, for them to arrive to your home. You have to charge for that time. And then you have to charge for the 8 hours that it took you to make the bag. So you see, that bag was not $200. That bag can easily be over $2,000 after you've done it all on your own. I'm not into bags so much. Art, books, and perfume really speak to my heart, says Yori. There you go. I mean, there's a little bit for everyone, right? Yeah, I'm also not a fan of his new movies, Louis. Pedro's new movies. He tries too hard, and he's become too rich. You see, Pedro Almodóvar, his early movies, when he was an employee of Telefonica in Spain, he didn't have much money. The budgets, he was working with his friends, and they were making movies on the weekend. It took him 2 years to finish Pepe, Lucy, Bombi, Las Otras Chicas del Montón. And that movie, when he started getting a budget, they reshot the entire movie on 16 millimeter later on. And those were the days, His best movies are the movies where he talks about working class and poor class citizens. Then he became very rich. And then his movies became about bourgeoisie, rich people, bored rich people. And even when he would portray poor people, he would not portray them like poor people really live nowadays. He's lost touch with reality, in other words. He lives in a rich world, and you see it through his movies now. So that's Pedro's. What perfume is that, Super Deco? I need a new perfume for the holiday that is coming up. I'm wearing this one right now, Chanel number 18. Obsessed with it at the moment. There you have it. Yeah, Louis, every time I watch a new movie of his, I'm like, what the hell is this? Yeah, it's a little bit weird. I hate when people forget where they came from. Right. He tries in his movies to repeat to his viewers, hey, I know where I come from. I know where I come from. Humble beginnings, humble beginnings. And he makes movies also about humble beginnings. But what he fails to do is to portray them humbly. And where they kind of clash with me and they don't appear honest. Because you're portraying poverty as if it were rich. And that doesn't work for me. Yeah, Daisy, Cabriole is really hard to find. You have to be on it. Check the website every day. They get low stocks and they sell out immediately. Cabriole is really, really tough to find. It's an Hermes perfume, but I adore it. It's alcohol-free. So there you go. Thumb up the live stream, you guys. And I want to say it's been over 3 hours. I want to thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. I hope you're going to be with us this coming Saturday when we have the pre-show for Tier 2 members and Tier 2 patrons. That's the exclusive pre-show. And then the main show is open to everybody on Saturday. So we have a heck of a show coming up. Usually those live streams between pre-show and main show, they last like 6-7 hours. I hope you've enjoyed today. I hope you guys had fun. Where's my bottle of water? I am completely dehydrated. Bubbles. Thank the mods, Bubbles. Hit it.
special thanks to the mods in the fashion bunker. Thanks to Debbie, Jesus, Creation, Nicole, Kevs, and Gloria. Bubbles loves you.
Thank you to the mods. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Debbie, Jesus, Kev, Gloria, Athinos. Who else from the mods? Was Audrey and Aisha there as well at a certain point? Thanks to all the mods. And now get ready with your emojis. Also, all the 20 new Tier 1 members we got today and all of the members that have already been with us. Hey, Teresa McGuire. Thank you, Jacob. Bye, Jacob, and hope everyone has a great rest of their week. Thank you so much. Terry, you too, sweetie. And get ready with emojis. Let's do the live-in ferret pink emoji. First, live-in ferret. Hit it, Bubbles.
I'm living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
And also the living ferret is now on the Halloween merch. Don't forget, Halloween merch is a limited edition, only available until the 1st of November. So I have the 2021 edition here that I still wear, wash a lot, and look, it's still brand new after 2 years. But here's the new live-in ferret. You can get it, well, here's the new Halloween limited edition merch, but there's a ferret on it, okay? We have added the ferret and the frisbee of shade. And for the first time ever, there's also a bomber jacket version and a puzzle as well for the brand new version of the Halloween Fashion Bunker merch with the Will Go as well. Speaking of Will Go, so don't forget to get your merch at superdacob.com, but also available in some countries on Amazon. So if you do have Amazon Prime, you can get it for shipping for free. So there's that. But speaking of Will Go, on the scythe of the Grim Reaper, right here on the new version of the limited edition shirt, we have the Will Go. So speaking of Will Go, are you ready with the emojis? Let's do the Will Go emojis next, you guys. Hit it, Bubbles.
Would go, would go, would go, would go, would go. Would go, 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 would go. Would go, 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 would go.
Ciao. Let's just say Madonna would fire me from voguing. She's like, girl, you're not going to vogue for me on stage. Never. Well, Madonna, at least I wouldn't break a hip on my stage. The shade. Speaking of shade, Madonna and her hip. We're dying, ferret. I want to see those dying ferrets in the chats. Dying ferret is next. Hit it, Bubbles.
Nine ferret, nine ferret, nine ferret, nine ferret, nine ferret.
Somebody bought an organic toad. Thank you so much, sweetie darling. So Chucky was dancing to Dying Ferret, but Chucky, you know you're not alone. Chucky, you know you're not alone in the fashion bunker. We got Predator Baby Yoda. Predator, the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, it's Predator Baby Yoda for Halloween. He's dressed as Predator. Baby Yoda, sometimes you have difficulties even seeing yourself in the mirror. He tried to comb himself. You know, he has like 3 hairs on his head. So there he was the other day. He snatched my brush and he was trying to comb himself and he was shook. He was shook because he looked in the mirror and he was gone. So he was like, I can't brush my hair if I can't see myself. So, oh, Teresa, my love. Thank you so much, sweetie.
Teresa McGuire donated $50. Love the show today.
It's a special one for Terry. We never shot the cotton candy machine with Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, do you wanna do the cotton candy machine for Terry? I'll help you. Okay. All right, Baby Yoda, come on. Baby Yoda, are you? Wait, are you... Okay, he got the finger on the trigger, baby. He got the... Baby Yoda, are you gonna... All right, Baby Yoda, are you gonna... All right, Baby Yoda. Yeah, Baby Yoda, you gotta pull the trigger for Teresa because she sent a donation to... Yeah, okay. Terry, are you ready? Baby Yoda is gonna do... Terry, the Baby Yoda is gonna do the cotton candy. Hit it, Baby Yoda. Hey, come on. Oh, it's all... Okay, come on, hey, Baby Yoda, hit it. Come on. You can't handle it. It was too strong. You can't handle. It's like, oh my God. Baby Yoda could, it's like, cha. There you go. You did it. Whee! All right. So, Baby Yoda, I think now you deserve the cha 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 cha. And then I can brush your hair. Okay. Are you ready with the cha emojis? Hit it, Bubbles.
Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao.
And off he goes. Baby Yoda got a cute little hairdo. Now we can send him off, to have a little, little presentation. He's gonna give a TED talk about macaroons and cookies and how he prefers to mix savory with sweet. So he's preparing a whole TED talk. Now I've combed him. He's ready. He's going to talk about chicken nuggets and blue macaroons and how they have influenced his development. Yes, that's the TED talk Baby Yoda is going to give. What else are you going to talk about? Chicken nuggets and cookies. There you go, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you had a fun time with us in the bunker. Also, I've had this vision. I just want to say one last thing. I love this idea of us just meeting together in the fashion bunker. It's just like our version of tea time. We meet up together. We sit down. We exchange ideas, what happened to us throughout the week. A little bit of, kiki, a little bit of gossip, a little bit of tips. How to do this, how to eat that, new little snack we discovered, a little bit of makeup, a little bit of perfume, a little bit of fashion. You know what I mean? It's like very old school, actually. I mean, we're using a new platform. We're using social media. We're using digital platforms. But what we're actually doing here in the Fashion Bunker is meeting up, sitting down together around a table and having some tea and, having that afternoon tea moment together. You know what I mean? In the salon. It's a very salon moment. Yes, exactly. That's exactly the vibe, and I'm kind of living for that vibe. So, guys, thank you so much for making it so comfortable also for me, and for helping out, for believing in the Fashion Bunker, for tuning in, thumbing up, commenting, sharing the love. Until next week, well, until the end of this week, actually, until Saturday, enjoy the rest of your week. And never give up on love. Bye, guys. See you soon. Take care. Mwah.